Previously on Eve of Ruin, our party made it to the council meeting in Taldore. They learned some information about what happened with them stopping Vecna the previous time, though the actual instrument of his destruction was not currently available. They'll maybe return there later to get that. Upon returning to... and they also learned that the hand of Vecna had been stolen, and the Eye of Vecna had been destroyed. Though upon returning to the Sanctum, Mordenkainen informed them that such things are not so easy to actually destroy, and it likely reformed elsewhere. The scrying device complete, they located the next fragment of the next rod fragment. It is moving quite fast somewhere on the astral sea. Shenanigans ensued. Vent did some shopping.
Quick shopping.
And we'll pick it up there. Would Aiden have been going to buy anything in town?
That depends
or
on what
working
she
on
would
anything.
find, because she's going to do some research on the astral sea first.
Okay.
Because she heard mention of it before.
All right. Go ahead and make me a investigation check at advantage.
All right. Thank God for advantage, because I am not very good at history. I don't know what that... Oh, shoot.
That was Scottish.
That was bad.
Is investigation the same modifier?
Oh, no. Nope, it is. It's the same modifier.
Okay. All right. You do learn some surface stuff. The astral sea is thought to be what the outer planes float within. And the material plane. In a weird way. It's a realm of thought. Your ability to move there is based off of how good your brain works. It's also essentially timeless. The same amount of time will pass while you're there as on Turil. You wouldn't find any references to everyone for it.
But we are.
Right. So you're biologically, it's essentially timeless. You do not need to eat or drink, though there'd be an asterisk there, and it says when you find the footnote, it's not actually timeless. It is biological stuff like that is just slowed by 1,000.
Gotcha.
So if you stayed there for 1,000 years, you would age a year.
Ooh.
And also on the realm of thought, it would say that especially powerful individuals are able to manipulate the space there. Though it takes a lot of training.
Yeah. So on that scale of, because thinking the way that she would, that scale of 1,000 years equals a year, that'd be a little bit concerning. Does that mean that 1,000 years passes in that realm and you just age a year? Or
if you stay there the whole time.
Okay.
Yes. Time, if you stayed there that 1,000 years, the outside world would also go by for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Probably not the best thing to do in your given situation.
Yeah, no, that is something she's genuinely afraid of.
But like, if you are there for an hour, when you come out, it will also have been an hour there.
All right. Would she find out anything about any creatures there?
I'm gonna say with that roll, you find that there are a large number of creatures that inhabit it. Most of them not good.
All right.
I'll say you do find out some of the big ones. Like you would learn that there's this race of green or brown skinned humanoids called Githyanki that live there, and that it's generally not a good idea to find them.
All right.
But about that time, Friedrich and Meave would come down from the room you were given last time. So they'd come down this staircase here. And Friedrich and Meave, you'd see Aiden sitting. That table was moved to put the scrying device. So sitting in one of these chairs, just looking at a stack of books, having just closed them.
Okay.
Eve sees that Vint is back and does not make eye contact.
Am I back already?
Vant would not be back
Oh,
yet.
not be back? Okay. I just saw
Yeah.
the token on the board. We would just go and, I don't know, sit on the couch.
Don't think he'd be able to see if I don't have his token there. All right. Anything Friedrich be doing after he got his bath?
Not particularly. Actually, yeah, he'll come sit over here and like use the table. He's gonna sort of clean his weapons and prep potions and bombs and stuff because I haven't done that in a bit.
Okay.
I need to check through my infusions because I have not been updating that.
All right. And I'll say Mordenkainen would not be there right now. And yeah, Tasha would also not be here right now.
Equal to my proficiency bonus 4. Okay. Do 3 of those. Sorry, no, 2 of those. All of those, that's what we've been doing for that. And that's what I'm going to do for the bombs. Okay.
Me, since you're sitting on that side of the thing, you watch as over here the rod fragment stops moving in the scrying device.
Eve would kind of go waddle up to it out of curiosity. Kind of-
Okay, it is. Oh, good.
and poke it.
Okay.
It moves as you poke it, but like the point staying in the same spot. You see that it is stopped above a roughly fist-shaped projection.
A fist-shaped projection.
Like human fist shape or me fist shape?
Human. But like roughly, it's not like where you can actually see fingers, but about that shape.
The astral fist.
Is that a new spell?
It can be.
Meave will wander over to the
Probably in the
telescope
Forbidden Book.
after seeing that and look through it, trying to look at that point. Because Meave doesn't know how this telescope works, just knows that you can look at other things.
Okay.
Just gonna be watching me moving around. So curious.
Yeah, I'd say if y'all look over there, you would also see that it's no longer moving. Let me look at this telescope again real quick. Nothing. You don't see. Oh, you see the room. And it wouldn't be blurry as you would expect looking through a telescope inside of the room. It is in perfect focus.
Oh.
You're able to make out some more detail. You're not. You're still seeing the projection, not like a physical place. But you can see almost like a light blue wireframe projection of. It almost looks like a humanoid's torso.
Okay.
And there's there would be 3 kind of lumps coming out of it, but you can't really make out what they are.
Meave will just turn to the silver hand lady and the thing stopped moving.
Oh, all right. And she'll put down the book she was reading or writing in actually, and she'll go over there.
I tried looking at it through the telescope, but I could only see the room, but I got more detail of what I could see of it. It's like a human fist and a human wire torso.
Yeah, so basically what looked like a fist without the more detail, you can see as more the shape of a torso.
Okay.
Like without arms, legs, or head, just the torso.
Okay,
torso?
This thing that looks like a fist is actually more of a torso, but made of wires.
It appears that the rod fragment has found its way to a corpse of a dead god.
I'm sorry, a what?
The corpse of a dead god. judging from the fact that it's just a torso, probably one that's been dead for quite a while.
Any idea what kind of god, or will we find out when we get there?
And at this point, we'll say Vent gets back. Let's see if I can... she will cast a spell. It appears that is a god named... a dead god named Havoc. Was once a god of chaos thousands of years ago.
Chaos.
Yikes.
Yep.
Well, now we know where in the astral sea it is. Well, we know it's there, but we don't know where in the astral sea.
With a landmark, we'll probably be able to get you closer than we would have before. Just because it is dead, do not believe that it will be without danger.
What kind of dangers can we expect? Hey, Vent.
Did I get here now?
Yep.
Yeah.
You've been here for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'd said you made it back. I don't know if my mic cut out. I haven't been to this particular corpse personally, and they're all different, but normally parts of their essence linger for a very long time. Being a deity of chaos, that could be worse than with other ones. But it's
So more
likely unpredictable.
mind-breaking shit than creatures.
Perhaps, though creatures could have taken up residence there.
Great.
Whatever it is, something stopped the rod fragment. Whether it's something lingering from the dying god, or creatures that live there, it's impossible to say.
Or whatever was carrying it decided to make a stop.
True.
Maybe it's, not to be too morbid, trying to feed on the corpse. Like sharks with a whale carcass.
I don't think things eat in the astral sea, but it's possible.
They
Oh.
don't have to eat, but they can. And some creatures aren't, some creatures aren't affected in the same way as to not eat. Astral dreadnoughts, for example, will swallow just about anything.
I'm sorry, an astral dreadnought?
Yes. Try not to run into one of those.
Yes, that doesn't sound good.
Which Meave, I'll say, has definitely heard of an astral dreadnought.
Do they
Uh,
travel? Oh, they can't leave the astral sea. How do I know about it?
They can't. They can be in wild space.
Oh. Astral
Not
dreadnoughts.
good.
It's rare. Like you probably never saw one, but you've definitely
The
heard of
colonies
them.
probably ran from one at some point in its history. Before I was sprouted, my circle had to flee a dreadnought once.
What what exactly? What is this thing?
Big.
It's a they're enormous creatures, about the size of an ancient dragon.
Hmm.
That have the ability to nullify magic. They can eat just about anything, and their stomachs contain a demi-plane. So they're almost impossible to escape from.
So
They're also one of the few things that can cut an astral cord if you go to the astral sea via astral projection. And if that happens, you die.
because your spirit's just floating about, completely severed from your body.
Well, normally if you die while astral projecting, you just go back to your body.
But with the cord cut, that's next to impossible.
Correct.
I've never heard of this astral sea, but the projecting, this I have some knowledge of. So it seems that the rules are the same. You cannot let your code be cut.
But we're
Yes.
not going to be having a cord because we're not going that way.
We are going physically.
It is one of the options. You could go there via projection. Or physically.
But if we go there via projection, can we still retrieve the part?
I believe so. Let me check the spell.
It's a pretty big spell.
Yeah, replicating your game statistics and possessions. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would be able to. As I said, it's a trade-off. If you die, you will be brought back to your body. If your cord is cut by something, that is the instant sort of death.
It doesn't sound too good.
It's not good, no.
But if you die, if your body is destroyed, if your astral body is destroyed in a way like you would be, like people are killed in combat, you would just be brought back here. Most things are not able to affect the astral cord. As I said, the dreadnought being one of the few. Others being a Githyanki's silver sword.
And does his Githyanki hostile?
Very.
As a general rule, yes. Though, as sentient creatures, they're not
Unreasonable.
they're not as locked in their ways as, say, a dragon.
So there's a chance to parlay, perhaps. Maybe it would be safer for us to go in this astral form, unless you think it would be better to go physically.
I will also say, from the viewpoint of not using a method for different
Yeah,
things,
This one.
astral projection is the
for this.
only. Yeah, it's astral sea is the only place you can use astral projection for.
So
So it just kind of works for it.
Which I mean, there's enough options that you don't have to use it, but it is an option that can only be used for this.
I think that we should astrally project.
Hmm.
She will look at you, Vent. Do you have a way of contacting people across plane?
I do have sending, yes.
Okay. Only the person that casts the spell is able to return you at will, instead of being when you die, or waiting for the full duration of, or waiting for the spell to end by itself. So once you're ready to come back, you'll need to contact us to bring you back.
Very well. It's easy enough.
Is there anything else you need to do before you're ready? Or would you like to be on your way now?
I mean, I don't have anything to gather right now.
Not on my end. I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm prepared as I can be, I believe.
I'm good.
Given the chaotic nature of that particular deity, I imagine the spell will not get you right on target. But you should be relatively close. I assume that you take the rod fragment back, Friedrich, to point your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
1 second. If for some reason you're not able to contact us and you need to get out of the astral sea, you can look for a color pool. The nature of the astral sea, when you think of a destination, you somewhat inherently know the direction in which to travel. If you have to do that, look for either a silver pool to the back to the material plane, or a leather brown pool that would bring you back here to the Outlands. It likely won't. It will not bring you directly into Sigil, but you would be back on this plane.
Sorry,
All right.
bot died.
Silver or leather brown?
Yes.
Okay.
Before we leave, where have the other two gone off to?
Mordenkainen went off to do some additional research, he said. And I believe Tasha was trying to meet with a contact in the city.
Suspicious. Kill them both.
Ah,
Um,
sorry, go on.
before I begin casting the spell, Milena has offered to seek out if there's any what's a way to say it in game. If there's any item if there's any magical item you'd like sought out within the city, rare or lower rarity.
A robe of the Archmage.
Value.
Yeah, not legendary. Yeah, the hand of Vecna, please.
Just get it right now and get it over with.
I haven't thought about it.
So, any items of particular value?
Rare or lower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we have to pay for it, or is it just like a? Here
They're
you go.
getting it for us.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll say if it's rare or lower, you can get one. They'll do that. If you want something more rare, which are the things that take more time to find, she will go and spend the time finding it for you and all, but you will have to pay.
Question. Oh wait, no. Does staff count as any sort of reach weapon, or is that just like a pole arm or something?
A staff is a quarter staff.
Gotcha. So definitely.
Which I don't think quarter staffs have reach.
No, like even IRL, if your thing is past either the halfway point or like a yard, that is not going to have as much power as you want it to.
But yeah, by default, magical staves are quarter staves.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
I gotta think of something cool.
Something cool.
Oh, maybe a
you
star
don't-
shot hand crossbow.
So if you don't have anything in mind currently, we can revisit this once you return.
For me, it's pretty easy. If I, for some reason, find any books that are, I guess, better than mine, own, or scrolls that either you all may have laying around, or you know, you might think it's useful. I'll take any of that.
Okay. Event. Scrolls or book.
I think Friedrich would probably say a decent crossbow or a sword.
Okay.
Speaking of which, look, Friedrich, I found this in the bazaar, and I'll bring the sword out.
Oh, what is this?
It's was this one the one that the guy said there was a replica? The one that he
So
said.
the one that's like almost translucent is the one that he said is real.
Which is
The
one that I
the ones
got.
that look pristine. Yeah, you also got the real one and you got the replica one, I believe.
And
The one you paid
figurine,
words for
right?
is the what was that?
And the figurine.
Yes. The figurine I believe was also a replica.
Mm-hmm. I'm showing you the sword though. It's apparently it's either real or a replica. I cannot say for sure, but it also seems to be very weak against the sun or something or other. So careful where you put it. Where you put it.
Yeah, okay. I will.
And also, don't worry about paying. I really didn't pay anything for it. It's weird, kind of weird. But I just walk over to me. Go.
Sorry.
Good lord.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Screech. Screech.
It was not on purpose.
Meave, I got you this as a sorry for what I said earlier. I didn't really mean it. Just and I'll bring out the figurine. It's from the same guy, Drist. The one that we found in the Underdark.
Oh, the good drow.
Yeah, but it was a figurine of the panther, right?
Yes.
It's from the big cat that he had with him.
Oh, I like the cat.
But y'all did see the cat revert into a small figurine like that after it
I don't think this one
in
will
one
be
of the
able to
fights.
do the same thing, but it's more of a toy, I guess.
Yay. Neve starts
And
playing with it.
yeah, sorry about all that. I guess what I really wanted to say is just that don't be too impulsive in your actions, and everything should be fine.
Meeve's not listening. Meeve's just playing with the panther.
No.
Well, look,
It
That
Aiden is
makes
like
sense.
proud mom smiling.
you already forgot about it. God damn it.
Thank you for the gift, Reed.
No problem.
A Mizium mortar.
All right,
what?
Mizium. Mizium
Cast a
is
spell?
that the?
MIZZIUM.
Yeah, yeah. I know how to spell it. Is that the Eberron one or the Critical Role medal?
Ravnica.
Ravnica.
No, no.
Magic the Gathering.
No.
Uh,
Cringe.
I will say, if you can come up with a way that makes sense for Meave to ask for this, like an item with this effect, because there's no way he's heard of Mizium. You can't
Yeah.
get to Ravnica through spelljamming.
I want something made of a very weird material.
And made it make.
I'd like something that explodes at a distance, so I have a bit
Like
of range,
Like a Bahamut.
or like something like I can, kind of like Aiden's loud stick, but bigger.
Oh, that reminds me. Being
Yeah.
for the swords, he would ask for short sword or scimitar, not for a long sword.
A crossbow or a short sword / scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Beck, it might not be exactly that, but it'll be.
It will give me the range option.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that just didn't. I don't see how Meave could ask for specifically that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff Meave could not physically ask for, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a necklace of fireballs. How the fuck would Meave ask for that?
Could I
He doesn't even have a
pretty
neck.
necklace with little fiery marbles that when I take it off and throw it, they explode everywhere.
Yeah, but I want to be able to reuse it.
I mean, honestly, the least realistic part of that is that Meave has no neck to have the necklace on.
Meave is all neck.
There is no neck there. There is no neck.
From where the eyes are down to the shoulders is neck. But it's the same width as the head.
Yeah,
So
being
just be
you know how
resting on
like
the
the magic
shoulders.
items, they change size with like the people's shape and stuff. Canonically, he could just wear it as a bracelet.
Yeah, Maeve's wrists are probably about the size of Friedrich's neck.
Yeah, it is a wearable magic item, so it would change size.
Out of character, I am trying to decide between two different cloaks, so she's just gonna say she'll get back to them on that.
Okay. All right, and
Oh, you know what? If none of the other options are available, perhaps a gem of seeing would be useful.
How could a gem,
gem
see?
of seeing.
Something that we could.
But how will the gem tell us it's a gem?
Or you use it as a magical item.
He casts speak with rocks.
Speak with rocks.
Everybody knows that rocks are sentient.
Oh, you're one of those people? Like pet rock things?
I mean, there are sentient rocks.
That is true.
Rage creature effect was this. Okay. spell that costs 1100 GP per target.
Unless you're a monk. And then you just do it on yourself for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. But only on yourself.
Yep.
You watch as she begins casting this spell, but does not pull out any material component,
She's baller like that.
which Vince probably the only one that realizes that something's off with not pulling out a material component.
Second time already. What
True,
the
because
fuck?
the other one's a mechanic. Not mechanic engineer. I do shit with
You have to have out your tools to be able to cast your spells. There's always a material component.
I don't know how magic works. I just engineer shit.
I'm pretty sure that like Raw it actually says that you have to have the tools in hand to cast the spell.
Actually, let me.
Or I think
Because technically they're not actually... They're just replicating the spell with little gizmos.
Yeah, so the example they give is like if you cast Cure Wounds using any particular supplies, then it's like, you know, IRL mechanics just fast.
right.
Like Cure Wounds with alchemist supplies is a salve, or with tinkering tools it's something else, like either
Splint.
a mechanical spider or something. Maybe even a stapler if you're lazy.
All right, but she casts the spell for an hour.
Oh my god. That's a long time.
Question. Oh wait, no. The words. What am I looking for? Infusions.
What?
That's after a long rest. Never mind.
While we were waiting,
What?
I'm gonna cast on us the spell so we can talk telepathically for further distances as a ritual, a reverse telepathic bond.
Suddenly
Okay.
hear everybody's thoughts.
I mean, that's not quite how it works, I think.
I mean, until Meave etches a rage, and then... oh.
It's just
Okay.
screaming in everybody's
Murder,
ears.
kill, slay, destroy, slaughter.
In
Like,
a canonical wild magic area, that is how it would work. You cast locate object and you accidentally know the location of every object you've ever owned.
Oh, there's my
At the same time.
keys.
Oh yeah, I did live the open on. Shit.
That happened to Midnight canonically. Okay. Forgot that's who made that spell. Okay. All right. Yeah. How long does the telepathic bond last?
1 hour.
Okay.
I'm trying to cast it when closer to it ending. She
Right.
casting it.
Okay. You are. Keep you on this map for a minute. At the end of casting the spell, you all watch as the room around you disappears, and you are all floating in a silvery void. There's no ground beneath you. You feel no gravity. me, if you do hear the song, which most places you've been sent, you haven't.
As she said, when you think of a place, you could kind of know the way to it. If I think of the source of that, do I get a direction?
And so let me say, it's like you it's the same way you feel the song. Like you don't actually physically hear anything.
Yeah.
Let me actually look at where his domain is.
It's in the Fade arc, or at least the main part of him.
Yeah.
Well, the main part is debatable because every part thinks it's the main part.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you. Is there? Yeah, that's a great point. You feel yourself pulled in about 36 different directions.
Oh. Later. We will start
Later.
slowly rotating on the x-axis relative to the group, while also spinning on the y to see if I can spot the place we're looking for in the vast void of space.
Okay. While he does that, what is everyone's intelligence score?
12.
16.
Intelligence
16.
10.
How what a dum-dum.
When Meave is smarter than Friedrich.
I did not have me being smarter than Friedrich on my bingo card.
Meave has more potential for intelligence than Friedrich. That
You also have to ask how much intelligence Bucky has.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me check. Definitely a standard goblin's intelligence score.
What is a standard goblin's intelligence score?
10.
He just flies.
A standard goblin's intelligence score is 10. Yes, it's its only non-negative mental stat.
Well, it would seem that Bucky and I have more than one thing in common.
You have 3 things in common, in fact, because you both have the same speed in the astral sea.
Oh, wait, Bucky's coming along with us?
Bucky never leaves Vince's side.
Bucky hasn't left Vince's side, and it won't until y'all tell him to.
Aiden's gonna notice, like, okay then.
Meave, as you start doing your rotation, you see a silvery cord drifting out of your back about 2 feet before it begins fading out
Try pulling
to
it.
being unable to see.
Meave accidentally ends the spell early because they yanked on the cord.
You also see that cord coming out of your 4 friends. The 4th being Bucky.
I imagine
If you consider Bucky a friend.
Silver Woman made it very clear to me to not pull on the cord unless they needed to come back in an emergency.
She just said don't let it get cut.
Don't let it get cut.
It
So
doesn't.
nothing but
It didn't sound like. Yeah, you can yank on it if you want, or you can
Yeah,
chase
I
it
don't
like it's
think-
your tail.
I don't think you can just cut it off by just doing anything to it.
You can't. I mean,
I thought if you pull
if you find
on
a-
it, you can pull yourself back.
nope. The only person that can end it early without you dying or the cord being cut is the caster, who can end it as an action for everyone.
Okay.
Well, you can also like dispel magic on yourself. You can't.
Someone
I
could.
should have to hit a 19 on the check or use a 9th level.
Yeah, you would have to end a 9th level spot.
I I'll give the cord a yank.
You feel a tugging in your soul.
Oh, that was no. That was not pleasant. Yeah, I'll keep looking.
Okay. And when if it comes to combat, just everyone know that your speed is 3 times your intelligence score.
Okay, so 30.
Yeah, 30. Easy
Instead of-
numbers for Friedrich Bucky and Vent. 30 and 60.
Woohoo! 36. Let's go.
36 for me, which is effectively 35.
Yeah.
And Aiden would be 48.
Do I get the plus 10
Which
from
we
the
get, 60?
boots? Or does the fact that it's intelligence overwrite that?
What'd you say, Vex?
I didn't hear how much I had.
You would have 60 movement speed here.
Okay.
Can you give me the exact wording of the thing from the boots?
Wayfarer's boots.
Oh, I have those too.
While you are wearing this item, your walking speed increases by 10 feet. Okay, walking speed. This is not walking speed.
But this is your walking speed.
Oh.
A traveler in the astral plane can move by simply thinking about moving, but distance blah blah blah. In combat, a creature's walking speed in feet is equal to 3 times its intelligence score.
Okay.
So this is your walking speed, so you would have a speed of 46.
And then I got the barbarian increased by 10 as well, I think.
Yeah, so fast movement would apply, monk thing would apply.
Oh, so then my speed is still 50. Because if the boots, I have the same boots as him, and then for my Witcher mutations, I have another 10 feet. So I'd have 30 from my intelligence, 10 from my class, 10 from my item, 50.
Feels good to for one time be the fastest one around here.
Yeah,
Fastest
yeah.
one.
The Witcher thing applies to walking speed, so yeah, that would work.
So yeah, fast movement. So my base movement, instead of being 25, instead of being, is it 20 or 25? I think it's 25. Yeah, my base movement.
Can someone roll a D100?
So it goes.
So one of us roll a D100.
Yes, please. 23.
I got 55
Um,
speed.
Neve, after overcoming your distraction of seeing the tail behind you, coming out of your shoulder blades, where normally when you grow a tail it comes out lower, you finish your circle. You do not see anything distinct around you. There's a silvery fog void that you were in.
Mm.
You can tell that there's no floor below you. There's nothing really around you for you to see, so you can't tell how far away the fog is obscuring your vision.
All right, I'll think Havoc then.
Okay. You begin feeling a pull down and to the right.
I'll rotate so it's straight in front of me.
Okay. Yep. So you're facing the way you are feeling the pull.
That way.
All right. Start thinking about following Neve.
Might be good to
Neve just
try
rockets off at 55 feet per round.
it might be good to try and be double sure by pulling out the rod and making sure that that's the right way.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to pull out the rod piece and focus.
Focus on the next one. Okay.
Bless.
Thank you.
Yes, you also the same way.
Okay, instead of thinking havoc, I'll think the next piece. You know, like where this thing is pulling me.
You do not feel a direction.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, you get the feeling with that it you have to be thinking of a place, not a thing.
Oh, all right. I'll think havoc then and follow along.
And away
Alright.
we go.
And I assume, despite your speed differences, staying with the slowest party member for the time being.
Meave is at first rocketing ahead until they
Okay.
realize that
Neve,
they are
Neve
very
begins
far
disappearing
ahead.
into the fog.
Here we go.
And we never see him again.
Ever the optimist beans.
Although we do have telepathy range, so like you'd be like, Meave, where'd you go?
It's like, Meave, come back, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Meave would rocket back out of the fog. Arms and
Meave,
legs before
you begin rocketing back, Meave, you do see something up ahead. It seems that there is a
Fish.
No. You see like silhouettes of some kind of humanoids. They're too obscured by the fog to make it out exactly, but you can see the shape of humanoids. It would be 7 of them. If the way you're moving, you see them moving like across your path.
Oh.
So like if you're moving this way, you see them moving
They're perpendicular
up this
to
way.
my path.
Yeah.
They're probably outside of 30 feet, but Meave's gonna stop and wave hello and say hello through the rapport spores.
Okay. What languages does Meave know?
Sylvan, Undercommon, and All Common.
You got the Odin speech. You hear something said from that direction in a language you do not understand. And you see the lead figure pointing in your direction.
Do they seem hostile?
Make an insight check at disadvantage since you can't really make them out great. 10. It's hard to tell. You do see 2 of them break off and start heading in your direction.
I'll just stay put because everyone was right behind me. I'll just tell them, guys, I found some friends. They're coming to see me.
What these friends look like? I'm getting my gun ready.
Oh my god.
Meave, as they're moving towards you, you can see that they have... it's still obscured by the mist, so not making out like distinctive features. You can see from the shape, the 2 are holding long curved swords. And they do have pointed ears like you would expect from an elf.
Oh, they look elven and they got curved swords.
The party catches up with me unless you're stopping behind.
Looking to faint. Dude.
I'm coming. I'm going.
Okay.
Alright.
Meave, your friends catching up with you behind you. You could make out that the 2 creatures say something in a language you don't understand, and you can now tell that they have green skin.
Is it frog people?
Those
Can I see
warriors
the
from
color of
Astral
the
Sea,
sword?
they've
Is it
got
by
curved
chance
swords.
silver?
It is, yes.
Oh, they got silver curved swords. And they're
Oh,
green.
wait a second.
They're not curved. What are you saying?
They're curved.
The
Are they
scimitars.
really? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Uh,
Get out!
go ahead and put yourselves down on this map, if you will.
Oh, you fucking hate it.
Are they just walking around? Like we're in the middle of their daily room.
Yeah, they're just they just fly around the body of a dead god and wait for random mushrooms to coalesce out of the silver mist.
Yeah.
And then they go, gift from Vlakith. Tasty mycelium.
Although if they're patrolling Havoc, they could be Githzerai, because Githzerai are from Limbo.
I think that they're Githyanki.
Weird Al Githyankovic.
Are they? Do they look like the Githyanki?
Githspanky.
Oh,
They
Githyanki
matched the
Panky.
description you were given of the Githyanki in the book.
funny frog people.
No, they look like that with the curved sword, Dylan. I mean, it's not like a
swords.
sickle, but it is definitely curved. It definitely has a back curve to it.
I'm just so used to the silver great swords from Baldur's.
Oh, that's a different. Yeah. Yeah, the warriors have the scimitar.
They're not knights. Praise
They
be Vlakith.
continue approaching you.
Specifically me or all of us? Do they see the rest?
Well, now you as well. They call back in a language you don't understand, and some more of them begin moving up.
Hello.
More?
How are you?
You don't have any. Oh god.
Well, Meave has killed us all. I always knew this would
Where are we
happen.
running?
They do not appear to be moving as fast as y'all are, but they are approaching.
We're faster than them.
I suggest we get out of here.
Book it. It's the fuzz.
I will say they are definitely faster than Bucky, but
I mean, we
Abandon
one of
the
us
goblin.
Ben can grab Bucky.
into their arms and we zip out.
they shout out again.
V, if you can translate, maybe.
I don't know their language. I could try something. I'll cast comprehend languages. See what they're saying.
Okay, as you begin casting a spell, they stop and raise the swords.
Yeah.
But then you get the spell off. You can't comprehend language just doesn't let you speak it, does it?
No, just here.
I don't understand.
I don't have tongues yet. I didn't find it.
Yeah.
anywhere.
So you hear
Filthy
state your
mom
business. Yeah, what is the
I'll be right back.
direct translation? Is it
What? Istic?
Yeah, is this just a non-gith?
Yeah.
Maybe something like outsiders or something like that.
Istic is it's stranger. Yeah. So y'all hear the word Istic, but he would hear state your business, strangers, or perish.
He's asking what we're doing here.
Oh, we're looking for a god corpse.
Can they understand because of Meave's thing? or is
Can
that
you-
a thing?
What does the sport? What does rapport actually do?
We need to share a language.
I need to share language.
Does the fancy one speak anything other than Gith? Nope. Yeah, spells.
Is the place that we're going visible at all?
Not from here. This one comes up. You watch. Actually, no, you don't watch him cast a spell because it's psionic.
Excuse me.
This one comes forward. This one having the great sword. What is your business here, Mystic?
That one spoke, but one of the words was not changed. Weird.
We see a corpse of a god.
And which would that be?
Some guy that was called Havoc.
Okay. Meave, make me a persuasion check at advantage.
I'm back. Have we died yet?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're
Soon.
about to.
He'll turn around and say something that only Vin understands because of the spell. Actually, no, because he has tongues up, so I think he has to
Yeah.
be understood.
We auto hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. They aren't worth our time. The Geich are getting away.
Yeah, go hunt those gigs.
Here you
Which
go.
Geich does not translate because it's just I don't think it would actually translate because it doesn't mean anything. It's just their
I think it
name for
means
them.
elephant.
It doesn't. It's used to refer to mind flayers. It is not. It does not mean mind flayer. It would be like saying Canadian. Canadian doesn't translate
Oh
really.
yeah, used to refer to mind flayers. So yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
translate to anything. It's just the Canadians are getting away.
Have
So
fun.
they're just leaving.
Have fun hunting
Yeah.
the geek.
Yeah, bye bye.
Does Meave, they're gonna insight check Meave.
I mean, Meave is genuine.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point do they hear it? Because after this point, they would not hear him say
After
anything.
30 feet, they
This-
won't hear.
Yeah. This one was still close enough, so he is insight checking.
Meave's waving.
But yeah, Meave is
Well,
genuine.
that's performance. It's the same modifier.
He mumbles something under his breath, shakes his head, and leaves.
Fucking dumbass mushroom.
Smile and wave, guys. Bye bye.
Smile and wave, boys.
Well, that could have gone much worse, or much better too. But
I wonder what a geek is.
Yeah, probably
Oh, no?
some sort of food
Don't
or
want to find
something.
out.
Yeah, maybe it's like cake.
maybe they're
It's
just
getting
some
away.
kind of a bad mood.
It's
They're running
getting.
away.
They're going after some cake.
Maybe.
We go after cake.
No. They
later.
don't want. They seem like they don't want us moving in on that. So it's their cake. But
Keep it all cake to themselves.
yeah.
We go take it.
Well, they had the swords that can kill us instantly. So I don't think we're in a position to argue.
Very
Neve
good.
with the tactical no cake.
No cake for now.
Maybe we can find cake for ourselves elsewhere, but that cake is theirs.
What would Meve's equivalent of cake be? What's a good
Uh,
dessert for mushrooms?
The mud pile.
You know, like a corpse that has rotted to the point where like the flesh is almost liquid.
Mm. Mm.
It's like a carry
Don't
on
like that.
slushy.
So the ones that you found in the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah, the stuff that you can like scoop into a bowl and have it slosh around.
Hell?
It's best when like it's liquidy, but there's still chunks in it.
Seems like Bex put a lot of thought into this.
Look,
About
when
the skin
when
of
you're
the
playing a character that's at the end of the at the end of the cycle of that's at the end of the food chain that recycles everything for the top of it. You got to think of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Meve's
Do
not
you?
at the bottom of the food chain. Meve is outside the food chain, like at the end, recycling everything.
Like
And
when
then
something
Meve finds
falls
out that people eat mushrooms.
Meve's strolling through the market and Sigil, roast Myconid! Get your roasted Myconid!
Roasted myconid. Add that to my market list.
I think you can get that in like Waterdeep or something. Or it's somewhere where like it Myconid soup.
You know, someone says that onkegs apparently are the natural predators of myconids.
Huh.
Anyway,
Ah,
So then y'all-
Myconid pie.
is Meve waiting for his friends now?
Yes.
Okay. Meve taking a leisurely fly this time. Alright, you begin moving in that direction.
Oh, Skullport. Skullport, you can get Myconid food. Food
Oh
made
yeah,
of
yeah. That was
Myconid.
on the menu when y'all went to the inn there. Alright. You travel in that direction for there's no sun or anything to tell time, but what feels like probably about 2 hours. With no further events.
She's like, are we there yet? No. Are we there yet?
Yes. Really? No.
No. Someone give me a D100 roll.
Me.
Oh. Someone else give me a D100 roll.
Oh, was mine not good enough?
Yours pushed me to another table.
Nice. Do we get the fish?
You all hear a noise that sounds like
Hey, is that a cuttlefish
sounds like
coming
wing-
right towards us?
it sounds like wings flapping, but much louder.
Oh, I don't like that.
Looks up.
Not the flying fish of the astral sea.
What the hell?
Congratulations, you found the time dragon.
Let's go.
No,
Yay! Now I can correct all the mistakes I made in my past.
Okay. It sounds like it's up ahead of you in the direction you're going.
Coming towards us or away from us?
Hard to
Actually,
say.
it's probably hard to tell.
Do you continue on or are you stopping?
No, it's not like there's anywhere
Until
that we
Meave
can
is told
hide,
otherwise,
right?
Meave is moving forward.
Okay.
There's nowhere to hide, so I say we just keep going.
Meave, there's
Yeah.
something vaguely familiar about the noise.
Vaguely familiar.
Yeah. You can't quite place it, but the noise sounds vaguely familiar.
I might have heard something like this when I was a sproutling, which would mean I don't remember what it is.
Remembering it, do you feel safe, curious, or
I was a
afraid?
sproutling. I had no opinions.
Fair enough.
I was a sprout.
I mean, like if
had
if
no
the mic in a
opinion.
nursery was attacked by this noise,
I
you'd probably associate it badly.
mean, sprouts are not sentient. Sprouts look like large, normal mushrooms, and they don't
Are
do anything.
are they sapient?
Supposedly they're not.
Okay. You see a shadow begin forming, a silhouette begin forming through the mist.
Yeah, they're not self-aware,
Okay.
and they lacked any method of ambulation, and furthermore, were not self-aware at this stage. So yeah, myconid infants are.
It's they can't move. Ambulation is movement, right?
Yeah, not aware of anything.
Okay. The shape forming out of the mist looks like a giant dragonfly.
Oh. I
Wait.
saw some of these on my way to Wintwinter. Wintwinter? Neverwinter. I wanted to say Waterdeep, but I knew it was like Neverwinter, so fuck. Wintwinter.
I shall be right back, but Aiden is completely starstruck and is just following the others.
Okay.
Isn't there like a ship that looks like a dragonfly?
Oh yeah,
Spelljammer?
yeah. I thought there is.
Is that what we're seeing?
It's hard to tell right now. And I will say above board there is one. I think it's called is it the damselfly maybe? I don't think that would have been one of the ones that was common on Earth.
Wait, is it flapping or
No, yeah,
buzzing?
I'm not saying that I would know about it, but I'm just asking.
Okay.
Dragonfly wings
Above board,
buzz.
yes, there is it looks like the wings are flapping.
Is it buzzing? Because it makes a buzzing sound. Normal dragonflies.
It's because of the speed and how small
Okay,
they
so
are.
It's not moving as fast.
Okay.
Is
That'd
it
be
like
terrifying. Something
gliding?
large is.
I mean,
Right,
most
like, I mean, a
likely
humming-
it doesn't need to generate lift.
The flapping may be purely aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
So
Also, the damselfly, one of the least useful ones on planets because it can't set down on land. It breaks if it does. You see this fly out of the mist.
Yo!
Oh shit!
Wait,
I
what is
accidentally
that
clicked
big
off of
thing
it.
behind it?
Ignore the
How?
claw behind it.
Ignore the dreadnought behind it.
Yeah, ignore the astral dreadnought claw.
That comes later.
Aiden is completely mesmerized by the giant dragonfly, but also
Can I
just sort of thinks, no.
tell it's a spelljammer from this distance?
Yeah, by the
or
time
is
that it
it-
reaches this close, do we tell?
I would say Meave for sure would know that this is a spelljammer of some description.
Oh, spelljammer.
I don't think Meave would know the name of this kind of spelljammer.
Yeah.
But you recognize it as one of the types of spelljamming ships. You've heard your circle tell stories of this.
Were they good stories or bad stories?
Both. Let's see. Make me a history check for what you remember of your circle's stories. Some of both.
These can be good or bad. Depends on the people on it.
It is moving like where it's going to pass above you, but it does come within range like that.
Just sort of following a gut feeling. Friedrich, can you double check where the item is?
It's right here in my hand.
The other one, dude.
Oh, yeah, okay. Help focus on that feeling again, see if it's coming from this ship.
No, it's still pointing ahead of you. Which this ship right now is still like ahead and slightly below you, and it's about to pass like to where it goes over you. So you're kind of staring at the more at the like front and underbelly of it. But it does seem to still be going past. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be like following the ship. The rod.
Oh, okay.
You might want to just steer out of the way so they can pass through.
Yep. Going
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
As you do, you see staring over the deck down at you a dark elf and a bunch of humanoids with monkey-like features.
A drow.
Monkeys.
How do
Which,
these nuts?
Yep.
What's a drow doing here?
I'll just wave because I don't know what else to do.
They
Right,
wave
I'm
back.
surprised about the monkeys, but yeah.
Oh, those are Hadrazes.
Bye-bye.
Hadra-
Oh, do you know them?
I know the monkey things.
Never saw one of those.
They like to live in space. Or Sea of Night, or whatever you call it.
No, who wouldn't? This place is awesome.
This is not space.
Oh. Well, Jared, that's also nice.
You do in the distance. So you're heading like this way. You hear in the distance this way what sounds like a very loud bellowing roar.
I wonder what that is now.
Oh, no.
Do we see anything that way?
Nope. It sounds like it's pretty far away.
We're just going to encounter every possible thing that could kill us immediately after arriving?
I don't think we can negotiate with that thing.
We were just catching.
I think that we need to speed up and get to the Havoc now.
Agreed.
Maybe take refuge in the corpse.
Corpse of a
Please
dead
don't say
chaos god.
Yes, but we cannot let the corruption get to us. For the longer that we remain, the more likely that our bodies will be susceptible to demon host. I mean, to demons. Yeah.
Little known fact: if Friedrich gets corrupted enough, he actually just gets taken over by Stradman Zarovich.
Oh, no.
Well, it seems I've finally escaped. Ooh, and we're in the astral sea. I've only ever read about this place.
Wait, who are you?
Oh, just your
why
dear
aren't you two
friend.
swords? You don't sound like two swords.
I've always been two swords.
I
Yeah,
cast
no,
That's
a
me.
9th level spell called Eagle Death on Kenku.
No!
Cleve rages and rips
What is
Friedrich apart.
He didn't even
A
cast it
miserable
on
pile of
Friedrich. He cast it
secrets.
on you, Dylan.
Yeah.
No!
Dead.
There you
I'll bring back Friedrich and kick his ass again if it's Strahd who comes back instead.
Meave grabs Bucky by the scruff of the neck, and y'all just take
You
off
are
at
too slow.
the next slowest speed, which is Meave, I think.
next
No,
one.
I go 55. It'd be Aiden.
So 48 with Aiden.
Yep.
All right. What feels like another 3 or so hours pass as you going that way. Meave has never thought this much about one thing in his life to keep knowing which direction to go. Luckily, there's no butterflies here to distract him.
Yep. Well, Meave just thinks havoc, and like that's the direction. Meave's distracted in the direction that we're going in.
Havoc this way, havoc this way, purple havoc this way.
Circle. And then he gets pulled towards, he starts moving towards a color pool for Earth. Or I mean for Faerun. To get back to a circle. He's like, no. No,
Hey,
Havoc.
Havoc. And then Silosphere in 3 different directions. Havoc.
Yep. Okay. Yep. The you hear the roar again now after 3 hours have passed. A little quieter and straight off to your right now.
Also, it sounds like it's getting further away.
Yeah. I mean, you traveled for 3 hours and it is a little quieter. But yes.
A little. Okay. Good.
You continue on. And Friedrich, you barely make out in the fog over here this way. Well, it looks like planks of wood floating.
Planks of wood. Huh. That's weird.
What is?
There are planks of wood over in that direction.
Like whole ones?
I guess, yeah, it looks like
Could
maybe,
be debris of a spelljammer.
but they would make those out of wood, like a regular ship.
They can be.
Perhaps.
Mine was made out of fungus.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. Yeah, maybe we should stay away from it, but also there might be loot. You never know. We might
Can I see what he's seeing?
find something interesting.
Or is it because of his
Yeah,
special
once he
eyes?
points it out, once he points it out, you can all see what looks like a field of planks that are floating. Some of them together, some of them individual, some of them broken.
Would that seem to be in line with the debris field of a wrecked spelljammer?
It could be. It looks like a debris field for sure. From this distance, you can't tell if it's like a ship hull shape or if it's
Maybe a structure of some
What
kind
it would-
that's been destroyed.
right. Right. As Alestral said, some people are able to make things here, make small dominions. So it could be part of a structure. It could be part of a spelljamming ship.
I gotta wonder how they got the wood if they decided to just make a house or something here.
Hey, there's a tree right there.
Neve points at a cloud that looks like a tree, and then it like just dissipates into fog.
Oh, that was not a tree.
Hey, buddy, I don't think that there are any trees here. It does not seem like it would be conducive to life. I don't even think that there's going to be a lot of mushrooms, yeah? I mean, how did you get the nutrients you needed to survive?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place seems very magical.
I sent
You sure something
Silosphere in
agree?
3 different directions. I'm sure there's myconids out here somewhere.
Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna think tree.
I float corrected.
Take
You
me to
feel
the
yourself
nearest tree.
pulled. You feel yourself pulled in the same direction as when you're thinking havoc.
There's a tree on Havoc.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, there's a whole forest on Havoc.
Yeah, Aiden is gonna say so. Everybody's right. Apparently, there are trees here where our device might be.
Naturally, there are trees here. Ships could be made of wood, like me said.
Yeah. Well, here goes nothing.
I kind of want to check out the debris field.
Could do that too.
Meave thinks debris field, and you feel yourself pulled that direction, Meave. Off to the right a little bit.
We have plenty of time. It's not like the spell has a time limit. As long as we are careful. I don't think time kind of passes the same, but you know.
You sure?
Duration special.
As we get back in time.
All right,
Thanks
so y'all
for-
go over. Sorry, Avery.
No, I was saying thanks towards the debris field.
Okay. As you begin moving over there, as you get closer, it does look like it looks like the debris of a large sailing ship.
Whoa.
Which Meave would know that some spelljammers look like sailing ships.
Probably was a spelljammer at some point.
On one of the larger chunks, you can make out where there was a name painted on it.
Can
And
we
it
read
would
it?
say, yeah, yes, it would say, the Verdant Branch.
Verdant branch.
Bird branch.
Not the verdant branch.
Well, let's go.
Keeping an eye out for
Do I
anything
see
that might be hiding.
anything that could have been the helm?
Oh yeah. Free helm.
Make an investigation check. As once you get over here, you see that the field is larger than you thought, where its stuff is scattered about.
I'll give him a hand.
Okay, make it with advantage.
Yo.
Meave, you are positive there is not a helm here, nor a broken helm here.
Mm.
So either this was just a sailing ship,
That
or the
somehow
helm
got
has been
here.
taken. Yeah, or the helm has been taken.
Mm.
More likely the second, but you can't rule out the first.
Yeah. Either this sailing ship somehow ended up here, or someone stole the helm, which is unfortunate.
Is there any bodies?
Yes, in that role, you find scattered around here a good 24 bodies.
Human?
Humanoid, yes. There'd be some humans, some halflings, a couple gnomes.
What would their injuries suggest?
For the
They died in
most
a
part,
horrible explosion.
yeah. I mean, you rolled a crit, so this is the last one I'm giving you without another roll. It's a mix of bladed weapons, severe burn marks on some of them, and what looks like shrapnel from explosions.
Oh. And because time's weird, we can't tell how long ago this was.
Correct. I would say... I said that was the last one, but from Meave's... The stories Meave remembers from his circle telling him, this sounds like the work of pirates.
Yeah.
Which would explain why there's no helm.
Pirates might have done this.
Space pirates.
This isn't space.
Yeah,
Space pirates.
yeah. Aiden's just gonna give Veems
Ah.
a fist bump.
Booyah pirates.
Exactly.
Boy.
If I knew kinematics, I could probably calculate how long ago this was based on the spread of the debris field, but I don't know that.
I feel like Meave gets a nosebleed just from saying kinematics.
Well, no, like this is
know
like
that.
orbital mechanics and stuff. Like that's spelljammers kind of need to know shit like that. But yeah, Meave doesn't know that.
What's the American equivalent of a nosebleed back?
Like ooze from the eyes or something.
Yeah, the eyes
Oh
start
yeah, you start
oozing.
getting... Yeah.
Oh.
just a little bit.
Meave, are you crying?
Touch his face. Oh,
You watch the goo that ended up on Meeve's fingers just get reabsorbed through their skin. That just happens sometimes.
Okay. Visibly confused, but lets it pass.
But we probably won't
All
find
right.
any loot here, as it's probably been taken by the pirates.
So you continue on. Avoid the storm. You see the fog begin to grow denser in front of you.
Mm.
As instead of the silver that's been all encompassing you, as you begin to move into this denser area, you begin seeing more whites and grays swirling together. With pinpricks of light inside of it. All of a sudden, the weightlessness you've been feeling disappears, and you begin falling into this thicker mist.
No.
Oh, this ain't good.
Oh, scheisse!
Which you begin seeing forming out of it as a giant misshapen mass.
We've entered a gravity field.
That
I can vortex warp one of us to the ground with no damage.
which vortex warp is like a 60-foot range. You'd have to
90 feet.
That is
yeah, 60 feet,
90
but
foot.
90 feet total.
Yeah, so it's like extreme base jumping if you're trying to use that to stop yourself from falling.
Yeah.
No,
So it's a range of
Alright.
90 feet.
Yeah, 90 feet, and then yeah.
So you could
Alright.
you could
But
move
I mean,
someone
still,
180
you have to-
feet.
Yeah.
100, yeah, 100.
But if you're trying to warp yourself down, you have 90 foot. You can move yourself down.
Wait, are we falling towards it? Like a very
Yeah,
Uh,
we're falling.
So like you begin falling as if you've re-entered gravity.
Mhm.
After a couple seconds, well, everyone go ahead and make me a wisdom save. It is not a super high
no.
DC.
Save.
Why? I need this character to do well. I feel a little bit better.
That's a degree.
Everybody fucked up just like me. I feel better.
Bucky's fine.
Hey, there you go, Bucky.
Here's the button. Fine.
Bucky and Vent are able to very quickly adjust. You're still able to fly. You just have to fight the gravity a bit now. See here. Meave with a 7. Meave, you have fallen about nearly 200 feet further down before you're able to realize, oh wait, I can still fly.
Oh. It's
Uh,
okay.
Aiden, you would be another 100 feet below Meave. And Friedrich, you are another... on that one. We'll call it another 200 feet below that.
Oh boy.
You can quite clearly see this giant shape below you that is... It's on the scale of like a mile long, this misshapen shape below you. And with you being this slow, you can make out what appears to be that it appears to be a somewhat humanoid torso that is misshapen. There are ribs sticking out of it at odd angles. However, before you're able to look at it anymore,
Is that helix?
you watch as two large bulbs of light come out of the fog to your right.
Oh,
Uh,
don't follow the light.
I follow it. I
follow the
follow
light.
it.
where...
It's just an astral anglerfish.
That's
Um,
terrifying.
So, Dylan, move yourself off away from the others.
Okay, hold on. I zoomed out way too far.
Right, so you... We're gonna... We're not getting the full scale on this.
All right.
Because that's like... I think what I said added up to about 800 feet.
Hmm.
That'd be too big of a map.
I'm very fucking far away from them in that case. Fish! Let's go!
I fucking knew it! I knew it!
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! What are my rolls? What are my rolls?
Fitting.
And we will take a quick 10-minute break.
I just started music.
To be
Sorry,
continued.
Beck. All right. Before you get to act, Aiden,
Mm-hmm.
another figure comes out of the mist.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And it is going to try to bite you. The 22 is the only one of those that hits.
Shield.
Okay. Like it's 3, not 2. Gets one more. 26. Does a 26 hit with shield?
With shield, let me see. It just hits.
Okay. You take 12 points of piercing damage. It is then going to have that light coming out of its forehead, flare with light, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, Lord, please. Please don't let me fall for this shit again.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are fine.
Thank you, Lord.
Aiden, it is your turn.
I fall and fire at this thing.
Okay.
Oh, where's my gun? Alright.
How far would you like to fall before you fire at this thing?
I think I will fall... What's the range of my pepper box again? I think... Let's see. Numbers.
I want to say 8320.
Yeah, so she'd start shooting the moment she'd start falling.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Alright. That's a 1 and a 2. Shit.
The first one will hit.
Alright. I will take it. Shit!
What's the damage?
Pretty bad damage.
Minimum damage.
Damage
Okay.
is damage, but that's pretty bad.
And then are you falling all the way down there by Friedrich?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Any bonus actions?
Do I have bonus action? Shit. I do not.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Neve.
Nope, I
Oh.
do. I'll cast Branding Smite on my sword.
Okay.
So I'll draw
Neve.
and activate that.
All right, since I was about 100 feet up above Aiden, I'll fall the difference. So I'm at the same level as the anglerfish.
Okay. You would be right next to it.
Now I'll rage. I'll rage before I get to it.
Okay.
And I'll use the bonus movement I have to kind of get right next to it. Growing claws.
All right.
And then, yeah, through telepathy, you start hearing rip, tear, slaughter, maim, kill. I'm gonna swing once with my axe, recklessly.
Okay. That'll definitely hit.
And then attack twice with my claws.
Yo.
You said that the telepathic bond only lasts an hour, right?
Oh, it's been 3 hours. Yeah, you don't hear that anymore.
No, it's been
Yeah, it's been several hours.
It's been 7 hours.
Yeah. Did that? That did. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no one hears anything.
They know. Okay, and that is your turn unless you want to fall further.
No, I will solo this.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta keep it off getting to Vent on his way down.
So this one is going to come towards its first target. It is going to yeah, it's going to flare its light before it attacks. So Friedrich, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Dylan?
Dylan.
I just realized that I was muted.
Oh.
Sorry, repeat the question.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw as it flares its light in your face? You are fine. It'll then make 3 bite attacks at you.
Holy shit.
12 misses, 16 probably misses.
That hits.
Okay, 16 hits, so you take 10
Yeah, it's not
piercing.
Morgan.
I'm so used to everything missing Morgan. Can't wait for Tiamat to miss Morgan. 25 to hit, so another 16 points.
Okay. Yeah, Friedrich is the one that always gets hit.
Oh yeah, it's Bucky that doesn't get hit.
Yeah, Bucky in this one is immune.
Vent.
How far exactly can I get? I don't remember how far they were.
So you can fall, I think it's 500 feet in a round.
600.
6.
Is it 600?
These two
So
are
you'd be able to
800
get...
feet away?
Yeah, so Neve would be 500 feet below you. And then they are 800 feet below you.
Alright. Then I will fall 600 because I can.
Okay.
And just
Yeah.
be like in between them, I guess, or like 200 feet away from them, and still 100 feet away from this fish, right?
Yep.
And that's enough for me to at least be able to firebolt it.
Yep. You'll be 100 from that fish.
And that's what I shall do. A little firebolt. Pew.
That'll hit.
Sick. For 16 points of damage.
Okay. Meave, you watch as a firebolt slams into this thing, cinching its scales.
That's about it.
Bucky doing? Bucky will fall 600 feet to be next to Mr. Booyog. He will fire his short bow at disadvantage.
You can do it, Bucky.
He misses.
Couldn't do it.
But he tried. Friedrich.
Okay. This fucking evil angler fish of the astral deep. I'm going to.
Make this or not.
I don't. Yeah, that's a good question. What the hell are these things?
Yeah, well, Friedrich would never have actually seen one of these. They do very much look like an anglerfish. But they're huge and have other stuff going on. So it's kind of up in the air.
Alright, I'm gonna draw both swords and I'm gonna take a one-handed swipe at
This
the
one
one
would actually-
closest to me with the silver one first.
Okay. That'll hit.
And oh yeah, that extra damage. Well, the 2 from the dueling would apply, but the Witcher weapon one. Let me check that off for right now because I don't know if it would actually take it. Does it seem to?
Silver is the one that is not humanoids and beasts, right?
Yes, that's the one for
Okay,
like everything else.
It takes the extra damage.
Okay. All right, so then he'll just sheath the steel one and
You don't
swing
want
it.
that bonus action offhand attack.
I'm thinking that at 12 I might just get crossbow expert so that I can just take a shot with a hand crossbow.
Yeah. You can do the scimitar, yeah, because they're both light.
Yeah, well, I gotta.
Oh no, this is
see
a
if I
scimitar.
can-
This is
These are long swords, yeah.
these.
So I gotta put it away. But yeah, I'll make another slash. I'll just say. Yeah, if I could do it two-handed, I'll do it two-handed because I put the other one away.
Okay. Yep,
Okay.
that hits. Alright.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm thinking I haven't decided yet. I think it's either going to be crossbow expert for the little bonus action pew pew, or I need to like get scimitars for him so that I can have a silver in one and steel in the other. And do dual wielding. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You were prime target for this one, so it's going to flare its light at you. Make a wisdom saving throw. Friedrich.
God damn it.
You got this. Maybe not.
Friedrich, you are fine.
If you do switch to
Oh.
scimitars, you'll lose out on the bonuses you get from using a versatile weapon.
I'm just going to swim up to here and attack you. No advantage.
I'd have to have like what, the dual wielding feat and then the 2-weapon fighting style.
You can, if you have dual wielding feet, You don't need the 2-weapon fighting style, but it helps if you have the 2-weapon fighting style.
18, 15, 17. The 15 misses. Friedrich, you take a total of 40 points of damage between the 2 bites that hit.
Ow!
This one's turn. It is going to flare its light at the wizard.
Okay, not me. Cool.
So Vent, a wisdom saving throw, please. You are fine. It is then going to bite me 3 times at advantage because you reckless.
Yep.
14 misses, 23 will hit, and 25 will hit.
Yep.
Meave, you take a total of 28 piercing.
Is that reduced?
Halved to 14.
Okay.
Aiden.
I am going. Let's see. Yeah, right. You have healing pots, right, Friedrich?
Yeah, I have my my Witcher potions. Swallow.
Great.
He drinks a
Let me
bird.
come up here.
Yeah, do I drink a bird? I just didn't do it last turn because I wasn't hurt enough to do it yet, but now I really need to do it.
The ouch, those teeth.
Yeah.
All right. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Did I jump
2
scare these
attacks
guys?
with sword at advantage because flanking.
You did.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I have branding smite on that as well. Because that
Yes.
activated it earlier.
Can you post branding smite, please?
Yeah. Oof. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Why I'm talking like this, I have no idea.
Yeah. Just does the extra damage.
And it can't benefit from invisibility while she concentrates.
It cannot.
Well, it can't become
invisible.
invisible in general.
Yes.
It also, it turns out these guys can't turn off their light bulb that they hang on their face. They are not the best at being invisible.
Well, yeah, anglerfishes can't either, I believe.
I think anglerfish... Don't anglerfish put their light bulb in their own mouth
Yeah.
or something?
To hide it.
That'll hit.
Alright.
Which this one does not have the smite. I think it's only on one.
Alright, next time you hit a creature with the weapon before the spell ends,
Yeah, this is the time after the next time you attack. So.
Yes. But this anglerfish is now bloodied.
Great. Okay, so just to make sure I'm reading this right, this only works with one
Yep.
attack. Awesome.
Yep. And if you cast it, it's not ideal to cast it the round before because you have to maintain concentration.
Yeah. I'm very glad. I'm very glad I wasn't attacked before then. Alright. I do not have another thing that I can do for bonus action.
Okay.
Do I?
And I'll say Meave, because these things are in wild space as well. You know that these are something called a star angler.
All right, that's what Beeves
Currently, subconscious knows.
But it is your turn.
all right. Bonus action headbang to spread spores onto it, so I don't need a reckless anymore.
And there's not a save against that, right?
Nope, just bonus action. It lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Swing with axe,
That'll hit.
and then 2 swipes with the claws.
That one is bloody now. Yep, those both hit.
And I want it to make a wisdom save.
14 and 12 is 26. Okay. A wisdom save, you say. It is
2d12
decent
psychic.
of those. It rolled an 18.
That succeeds.
And it's save or suck?
Yep.
Okay.
It was gonna take 2d12 psychic, but nope, guess not.
It is, however, critical after those claws.
This thing was
this
snarling at
one-
me. Meave is snarling back.
This one does not like what Aiden did, so it's going to flash the light at Aiden. Aiden, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Not an advantage. Lord help, please. Don't let me fail. I failed.
Yes. You are currently charmed.
Shit.
While charmed in this way, you are incapacitated. And must use your movement to move directly toward the Star Angler, which you are already next to it, but you cannot move away.
Shit.
And it will then take incapacitated, give advantage.
And incapacitated does not. They just can't take actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does
S-
incapacitate end, like does the charm end when I'm attacked?
You do not know.
Oh no.
However, it is going
Probably not.
to go after the blood in the water, and 3 bites at Friedrich.
There is no water here, you stupid fish!
27 to hit. That's 17 piercing.
Oh god.
A 15 to hit misses, and a 23 to hit for 19 piercing.
Stupid fucking fish! Why don't care the fish?
Vent.
Is it something that we can wake her up from? I don't think it is, right?
We don't know.
She's just staring. She's staring enthralled at the floating light 200 feet below you.
The only thing the only one who could know would be Meave, and Meave's not talking right now.
I just want to help me kill this one as fast as possible, so we can go and help the other two. So I will use
Okay.
another firebolt on it.
Okay,
Wabam, 25
that'll hit.
or 18 points of damage.
Okay, it is still up.
God damn it, Bucky, kill it! Hit for once. That's my turn.
Okay. Bucky will. What is his fly speed? His fly speed's 30. If he flies up 20 feet, he will not be at disadvantage. So he flies up 20 feet.
Let's go.
Bucky
And he
misses.
Damn it, Bucky.
Shame
He
Bucky
misses
is
by
not
1.
part Myconid, because then he could have benefited from pheromone spores.
This is when you find out that Bucky actually is part.
Well, then he should have advantage.
Bucky flies 10 feet back down to be closer to the Booyog. Friedrich.
Okay.
I'm gonna say with how Aiden is, you are not flanking.
Well, yeah,
That-
you can't flank with someone who's incapacitated.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty big hurt right now. So
Bonus action drink, please.
yeah. I'm gonna drink one of the swallow. Which was a 3d6 plus my con. My con is a 4. So let's roll. Okay, not bad. Plus 19.
There you go.
Pretty good. I think
No-
this
no
one
longer
was hit
critical?
more. Yeah, no longer critical. I think this one was hit more. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, the other one has not been touched.
I'm gonna take two silver sword swingies at it.
Those will both hit.
Bing and Spango.
18, 19. Okay, that one is now critical.
Very good. That's all I can really do, so that's my turn.
This one will. The only one it can flare its light at is Friedrich. So a wisdom save.
God.
Fine,
Here
you
I
got
go
it, you got
again, rolling low. Let's go! That's how you do it!
It will then take 3 attacks at you.
Well, you know.
At advantage.
You win some, you lose some.
Please don't die, man.
I won the battle, but not the war.
27 for 16 piercing.
Oh! Okay, 16. Yeah.
It's
a
not all
15
of
that
you.
misses,
Okay.
and a
Okay.
20 for 10 piercing.
Okay, I'm still standing.
This one flares its light at Meave.
All right.
So a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Eve, you got this.
Oof.
No.
Meave, you are charmed and incapacitated. It's only berserkers that are
I
immune
think-
while raging, right?
I think only they can be immune to charm. But I'm looking.
Oh.
Aiden, you have no actions and you use your movement to move as close to this thing as possible. You're already there.
Oh no. Meave, same
Meave.
situation.
Meave, same situation unless Beck says otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that's only a
it's
berserker
just-
thing.
Just berserker, it seems.
Okay, so basically a turn skip for you two because you were already next to it. Aiden, you are no longer charmed. However, it will flare its light at you.
So I have to do it again.
Yep.
Oh, Lord, help. Okay. Lord, please help. Please, please.
You are fine.
Oh, is that good?
Yo, GC13, let's go!
It is then going to take its first bite at Friedrich.
That's, yeah.
Evil.
Friedrich falls unconscious and begins
Evil within.
falling towards the ground because I don't think you can focus on flying when you're unconscious.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Wait, can I take reactions off of my turn? I can, right?
Yeah.
I can use my reaction
Yeah.
to cast Featherfall on him.
If you're close enough, which you're.
Is Featherfall 200 foot range?
Oh, you're right. It isn't. It's 60 feet.
Far away. from now.
Bye, Kenku.
Do you have Featherfall, Aiden?
I do not, but I can stop flying, right? That doesn't take an action. Does it?
You
Does it take an
you
action
can
or
choose
is it
to
like a free action?
No, you can choose to fall. Off your turn, you will be falling 600 feet though.
How close is the ground?
It's around that height.
So, just logistics-wise, will we be hitting the ground at the same time
Probably.
as his turn ends, or will this take the entire round for us to fall and then?
If it is
React-
within 600 feet, if it is 600 feet or less, he is going to hit the ground right now.
And he'll take one failed death save.
He will take one failed death save
Unless the
because
amount of
it is not a
damage-
critical hit.
Unless the amount of damage is more than his maximum HP.
Yes, if
Yeah.
the damage roll is more than his hit point maximum, it is an instant death.
He fucking explodes.
If he insta dies, he's gonna be pulled back to.
He will
The
be
room.
pulled back to the sickle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is not a real instant death, but it will be him out of this. and possibly playing Bucky.
Actually, that might be worth it. We get to know what Bucky's about.
Yeah, let's sure. Because like I could fall after him to.
I'm gonna say I need an answer now.
I'll be
It's a
happy.
reaction you're taking on the spur of the moment.
Yeah. Maybe just for a moment without thinking, she'll dive after him. But if he hits the ground before she reaches him, she'll stop.
It's
That's
not
what
an
I'm telling
attack,
you.
right?
You can't.
It's just
It's not
Oh,
on your
there
we
turn.
go.
You're just falling with him.
You will fall, and if it is within 600 feet, you are hitting the ground, Aiden.
Oof.
It's
You can't move on your turn. You can stop flying, but
Yeah,
you
just
can't
let
move
me-
to start flying
just let me
again.
hit and revivify me. Like it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
If you do
there's no
this,
revivifying,
you might die
can
from the
bring
fall
back-
damage yourself.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a fucking ghost. Yeah, just let
Yeah.
me fall. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But the problem is you won't be able to continue playing. You'll be back in Sigil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're back in Sigil. You're on research duty until they're
Instinctively
back.
Kind of like, oh wait, the tights.
Whatever. If it happens, it happens.
All
She'll
right.
instinctively thinking like, oh wait, the tights, and stay where she is.
Okay. So let's.
Let's find out if he was. At least.
So while we
600 feet
find
up.
out that there are 2 bites. There are 2 bites on Aiden,
All right.
but these are not advantage. A 23.
Shield.
Okay. And a 24, which is also stopped by the shield.
Yep.
Friedrich, you hit the ground.
Hit the
It
ground
is
running.
not enough. It is not enough to insta kill you.
Oh, good.
That's a death fail.
It is a death fail. So mark that down.
Okay.
Vent, you watch Friedrich fall out of the sky.
That's not good. Yeah, everybody's getting fucked up right now.
Meme's
Uh,
fine. Meme's dazed,
yeah.
but Meme is fine.
Yeah, but you cannot help. I cannot hit anybody else unless I just fall down there anyways. So I might as well shoot at this fella and then fall after Kenku. So
Okay.
maybe on my turn I can help. On the next turn I can help him.
Okay. That'll hit.
Roll fat. 20.
Nice.
This kills it.
This kills the fish.
This kills the Star Angler.
Hell yeah.
And then you fall.
Towards the ground.
And
or-
its corpse also falls.
Yes.
And
You fall. You fall with the corpse.
yeah.
It's 100 feet above you.
Next, hope it doesn't fall on Kenku. Next turn, I'll get to you, Kenku.
It'll be all right. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
yourself
this
with it.
does mean I'm not taking damage, so I'm losing rage.
Sorry.
Bucky. I mean, Bucky could shoot you if you want to take damage.
I mean,
It needs to be a
will
thing.
Bucky risk hurting?
It doesn't say that it has to be an enemy.
No, it
you
does not. Just take damage.
You could, yeah, you can attack yourself to keep the rage going.
I mean, I couldn't have attacked myself.
No, but I'm saying that is an option.
Yeah. He can shoot me. It's up to Bucky if he, because he knows
I don't think-
Meme's uncontrollable when angry.
Yeah, I don't think Bucky wants me of tried to kill him a second time. So Bucky will fall partway, shoot at that angler once. And actually hits for ginormous damage. And then continues falling.
Amazing.
Dylan, go ahead and GM roll me a thing.
Yep. Yuppers.
Don't roll a 1.
If you roll a 1, you are dead.
No
you're not.
promises.
Well, he's not
Okay,
dead.
mark it
He's
accordingly.
He's just gone.
Well, his astral body is dead.
Does he disappear?
He does not.
Okay, good.
This one. Okay, so if you fell. The only target in range for this one's light bulb is Aiden. So it will flash its light bulb at Aiden for a wisdom save.
Dear. Lord, please help me make this.
Okay, that is
Well
a
done.
fail.
Yep.
It's going to swim to here. Take its bites at you. Miss. Miss 27. So Aiden takes 15 piercing.
Ouch, kabibble.
And then it is going to fly 10 feet this way.
Does taking damage knock her out of it?
It does not.
Oh.
That one is... Well, that one's going to fall. As it falls and splats across the ground. Aiden, you spend your turn moving as close to this guy as possible. And
That's...
it specifically says, a charmed target does not avoid opportunity attacks, but it does avoid damaging terrain. So you wouldn't walk into lava, but you will take the
This guy-
opportunity attack from that guy. But it misses you.
Thank God.
Meave,
Huh?
you are not raging, I think.
Yep. Leaves looking around, confused, looks down, sees a massive red smear on the ground.
Next to Friedrich,
That's
who is
next to Friedrich.
sprawled on the ground.
Uh,
Also, for you and Vent, you do see, as you're focusing downward, you do see a ship that is broken into 3 sections across like a 600-foot section of this mound below you.
okay, that's interesting. Which of these 2 anglerfish below me looks weaker?
Tasty.
This one, this one looks untouched. This one is critical.
All right. How high up above Friedrich was I? About 200 feet?
You're about 300 feet.
300 feet? So this is 280 feet below me?
So this is happening like on a plane, more or less. So that's 300 feet below you. This whole section of Aiden and the 2 anglerfish.
Oh, okay, I understand. I thought like it was like this was height difference.
It kind of is.
here,
It's
here.
weird because we need
Then
3.
here, and
This
then
is a
here.
3D situation.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Okay, so Meave, not raging, sees Aiden in trouble. Gonna raise their axe and plummet right at this guy.
Okay.
And can I reckless without raging?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can.
Let's find out.
It's a separate thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's right that you can reckless.
Reckless. Yeah, can't. Don't have to be raging. So yeah, I'm gonna use the 300 feet distance, 300 feet of momentum into my axe swing at the fish.
Okay.
You know, and I'll rage too, just in case I fuck up and I impact the fish.
You have to be mind how many rages you got. This is the first encounter.
I know. I got another
They're a
2.
long rest resource, I think.
There they are, but
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Yeah.
God, imagine if Ray just came back on a short rest.
That'd be so good.
Be unstoppable.
But yeah, fungal axe, 300 feet worth of speed into this guy.
That'll hit.
I don't know what the falling does to it.
You both take some damage.
Yeah, both of you take half of each damage.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yours
take
is
half
half.
of the half.
Yeah, so you take a quarter of it.
Yep. So you take 16 points of damage.
Half?
As the force that's
take a
after the
quarter.
halving. Well, I mean that's after the half of the half, which is not quite the same as a quarter.
Yeah,
It should be, but it's not
Because math is weird.
because you rounded each step. But as you swing with that force behind it, you just feel that impact radiate up through your arms. But he takes a lot more damage than you did.
Yeah.
But that is your full turn.
Nope. I have
Oh
another.
no, you still get your other attack.
Yep.
Your other attack, yep.
And I'll swipe with my claw.
Okay. That'll hit.
And then because I swipe with my claw, swipe again. And
Okay.
I will have it make a. How's it looking after all that?
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, I'll just. No, I only got 4 of those. I'm not going to use another infectious fury. Yeah, that's my turn.
Great. This one doesn't like what it just saw. It can no longer. Okay. Meave, the more hurt one is going to flash its light at you, so that'll be a wisdom save.
Just saw a mushroom do a kamikaze attack.
Yeah.
Got it. You got this. Yes.
All right, and it will fly over and attack Meave. Only the 22 hits. Meave, you take 4 points of damage after the halving.
Okay.
Vent, you are about 100 feet above the ground.
Yeah, fall as close as I can.
fall
And just
95
fly
feet
towards it.
and then start flying again.
As you
a little bit less, a little bit more actually. I don't want to leave it so close.
okay.
Coward.
As you are falling down and waiting to activate your base jump, you see that there are other creatures moving around on this half fleshy, half stone surface that Friedrich has found himself on.
Gotta fucking make it fast as I'm falling and already putting out the little potion that I'm gonna give him.
Okay. So you stop falling, like, we'll say 20 feet above the ground, because you're trying
Yeah.
to be safe. You fly down that 20 feet.
And I just slam it on his face.
Yeah, you use your action to feed it to him. So, what tier of potion is this?
It's just a regular potion.
Alright, so roll 2d4 plus 2, since you're the one giving it to him.
It's a big 6.
Friedrich, you come back. Your back hurts. Your steel sword is in its scabbard. Your silver one is about 10 feet behind you. Everything hurts.
I know everything sucks right now, but you might want to fly away from here as soon as possible. And I just begin floating up.
Yeah, you fly back up 40 feet.
And that's it.
You're also just covered in viscera from the anglerfish crash landing. Bucky can't get close enough to matter. Bucky'll fly up a whole 30 feet. He'll dash. He'll fly up 60 feet.
Dash with your
Good.
brain.
Friedrich, you are prone. And your sword
So-
is on the ground behind you.
You don't need to get up though, because you can just fly.
It's true.
Right, so I'll just fly up, grab my sword, fly over to it and grab it.
Okay.
And then fly, because he stays like 10 feet away. And also I'll just fly the remaining 40-ish feet or so up. And I'm assuming that the remaining anglerfish are too high up for me to remotely do anything about them, correct?
Yeah, they are hundreds of feet above you.
Okay.
Do you have a longbow hiding in on your back?
Yeah, I know.
You have a rifle in there.
You can
Yeah,
dash.
yeah, my God. I could dash, or I could actually try and heal myself. So I'm gonna use my bonus action. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna save that because I only have one more of those, but I do have a bunch of these. So I will. I guess it's right. Your action to reach in the bag of holding. So I'll reach in the bag of holding and pull out one of my greater healing potions, and then with my bonus action, I will drink it.
Okay.
Plus 4. 18, which puts me at a nice 20. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Bigger threat is now the one that slammed into him from the top rope. Meave, make a wisdom saving
with the
throw.
steel chair on the top rope.
Meave with the fungal axe up the top rope. Yeah, the wisdom save, please. You're fine. 3 attacks. 22, 21, and 24. You take 16 total after the halvings.
Thank God you raged.
Yep.
Dead.
That one is dead and already on the ground. Aiden.
I'm no longer charmed, right?
Yeah, it's
Correct.
Test.
Thank God. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see. Meave, what do you think? Fairy fire or
Meave has no opinions to give right now.
okay?
Rip, shred, tear, rip, shred, tear, rip, shred, tear.
Slaughter, kill, maim.
Okay. I will, in that case, move this way,
Okay.
and for advantage, hit that button. 1.
That'll hit. That'll also hit.
It's really shit damage.
7, 6. That one is bloodied.
Alright. And
Anything with your
going-
bonus.
Which bonus?
Your bonus action.
Oh, no, I don't have shit for that.
Okay. Meave,
All
you're
right.
surrounded.
You have advantage on the natural
Am
advantage.
I surrounded or are they surrounded? I go Beyblade. Let me double check Infectious Fury. Another creature? Oh, there's no range on that. Okay. Yeah, I shall flank with Aiden.
Okay.
Fungal Axe,
That'll hit.
and then Claws.
And on the
Those will both hit.
Last claw, I want it to make a wisdom save.
Okay. It is still alive. It is critical. A wisdom save. So I have advantage on this. It is a 16.
That fails. All right. Time to use something I haven't been able to use yet. I want it to use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of my choice. I choose it that one.
It can't reach that one.
Oh fuck. That's right. I can't move. Just take 2d12 with psychic, I guess.
Next time, when they're
It-
next to each other. When they're
It
next
dies from a massive brain hemorrhage. And falls. And barely misses hitting Vint and Friedrich before splatting on the ground.
Oh my god.
Alright, I spin around and I'm ready to start tearing into this final one.
Forgot.
Okay.
Sure.
Its last ditch effort to stay alive, it flashes its light in Meave's face.
Damn it.
Meave, you are charmed and incapacitated. It begins flying fuck away.
Oh damn, it's smart enough to run.
It's not smart, but it is wise. I think running is a wisdom thing. It's a 14 wisdom.
It acknowledges the mushroom as the dominant predator in this region.
Oh no, it's going to get its friend, the big gray lobster monster.
Not the Lobster King.
How far
Yeah,
does it really just travel that fast?
it dashed, yeah.
That is one hell of a dash.
It gets 40 feet movement. It dashed, so it got 80 feet away. Bucky flies up a bit further. Friedrich.
Yep. What do I do? That other one's fleeing?
It sure seems like it. Beck, it's giant lobster friend.
Oh god, no.
Nope. I'm gonna just kind of pull out another greater healing potion and heal up a little bit more.
Okay.
And I'm gonna that's 17.
17.
He's just gonna kind of stay down there. Yeah, he'll get like a little bit higher up to where he's like maybe about like 100 feet off the surface of this havoc, and just start surveying. He, still have his weapon out in case anything attacks him, but yeah, he wants to just kind of get a lay of the land.
Okay. Does anyone plan on pursuing this thing, or are you letting it flee?
I'm
I
letting it
was
flee.
I was about to ask that because if not, I can try and pot shot it.
Well, Meave has no opinion
I'm
until it
pretty
gets
far.
back to their turn.
Yeah, I feel like
Boss?
I was
I mean, it's
too
Aiden's
far.
turn.
All right, boss.
No one can hear you except for Meave.
All right.
And Meave is not available at the moment.
Neith is frothing at the mouth, if he had a mouth.
The number you have attempted to reach is no longer in service.
This feels like a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yep, that is within range for main weapon.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
Oh, it shouldn't be an advantage. Sorry.
Mm,
The
first roll,
26
it's
is
fine.
still a crit.
Bro.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
the 26.
The 7 will miss.
The 7 will, in fact, miss.
20.
It is still up. Oh, wait.
Alright.
Oh, no, it already has the crit damage in there. Okay. All right. Meave.
I I use my movement to get as close to it as possible because I am charmed. So
Yes, and you can't dash. So what did we decide it was? It was
I got
40
55.
55. So you make it to there. Its turn, you're no longer charmed, but it's trying to save its life, so it is going to try to charm you again, Meave.
I mean, if I fail again, I just keep chasing it.
Yeah, but it outgains you, and you're not attacking it. You're charmed.
No longer raging again.
Yeah, you're also no longer raging again. It's true.
I mean, it doesn't know
It's
that.
down here in the squares. Vent. Your friends are your friends are going after it. Meave not attacking when he goes after it, but he's going after it.
I just see them pursuing it. I know that they'll stop eventually. I'll stay around like 60 feet
Shit, I
up.
was supposed to be closer.
where
I
we are.
forgot my movement's at 48.
No, I'll start looking at the little guys that are down in the body here.
Okay.
I didn't get a good look at them.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of far away from you. This is a huge body.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was more than just a torso, like if it was a full body, you think it would be dozens of miles long or tall, whichever way you want to say that. But yeah, around the body you see more of these guys. You see what looks like a flying cape.
A flying cape?
A flying cape.
Weird.
And you see you see one of these guys a ways off.
That looks sick. More fish. Hell yeah. Oh, now I get it why they call it the Astro Sea. I understand it.
Bucky hangs out with you. Friedrich, you're surveying around. You weren't looking for anything in particular, just trying to get lay of the land.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and as you take a moment of calm for you anyway, since you're not up there chasing the thing. The stony mass isn't a planet or asteroid, but a colossal creature that appears lifeless. Shattered ribs arch over the creature's mossy spine, and the air crackles with decaying magic. Among the bones and flesh and stony flesh is a shipwreck of a large galleon, broken into 3 large chunks. The stern castle nestled lower in the ribs, the starboard section embedded in the rib cage, and the prow stabbed into a giant heart.
Oh.
And you would be closest to the stern segment. It's about 400 feet. We'll call it that way. Well, we'll call it that way.
Okay.
And then the further ones are like 300 feet beyond that, and a couple hundred feet beyond that.
So what he would do is, because you realize he probably wouldn't have been able to like catch up and go after this thing because he was the closest to the ground of everyone. So he will, at this point, because I think I had said for his last turn after he did the action and the bonus action to drink another potion, he would have just flew another 50 feet up, so he'd be about 100-ish, 90 feet up, give or take. I think it'd be closer to 90. So now he's just going to go and dash the 100 feet in the direction of the portion of the ship that he is closest to, but he's going to like maintain his height.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way I'm like not immediately close to anything from the ground, being able to easily attack me.
All right. Sounds good. Aiden, are you going to keep trying to go after this thing and pot shot it?
I could not. Yeah, let's see. Because. What is it?
Because you would
What would
move.
happen?
What is it? 55 or 48? I mean, so
Yeah,
45.
48 go to him up there.
So without burning your action, you could get within 80 feet of it.
That's a little bit. That's just barely within my range.
But you do notice you are getting quite far away from Friedrich and Bucky.
Yeah. So let's see if I were. She's just sort of watching it move and realizing that Meave is out of it. Is there any debris flying around us at all?
No, if there was, it would fall to the ground. There's gravity
Right.
here.
You know what? I'm going to try something. She'll come up as far as she's able, and she will take a shot, or take her next shots at the glowing thing. Playing on a hunch.
Oh, you're
Okay,
aiming
that's a
for
called
his-
shot, so it'll be
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Alright. Oh, Lord.
It's a much smaller target.
Lord, please help. It's a miss, please.
That'll miss.
Please. That'll also miss.
That'll miss.
That'd be crazy though if you actually destroyed it. That would like permanently cripple it for life, and it would starve to death likely.
Meave, who is no longer raging, makes it to there. And
She can think her way back to where the others are, so Aiden's not too worried about that.
the guy flies off the map.
It doesn't charm me again?
It does not.
Okay. Oh.
Is non-raging Meave pursuing this thing?
No.
Okay.
How did I get here?
Looks down,
Oh,
sees the
God.
ground. That way.
Oh no.
Yep.
Starts.
I mean, the ground is also this way.
Yeah, it's also that way, but
And-
where I wanted to be is I can't.
Oh, is that a wall?
It's a wall. Yeah, I'll start making my way diagonally down towards Vent and Friedrich and Bucky.
Okay.
I'll follow behind.
All right. Avery, can you use the ruler again? It's stuck on my screen.
Oh. Sure.
Thank you.
That's it?
Yep.
No problem. Kein problem.
All right. So most of you reconvene. Friedrich taking off after this crash ship.
That was fun.
Didn't look fun.
It really wasn't.
You know, I do not. I do not think. Wait, what's the word that I'm thinking about?
I don't know. What word are you thinking of?
Do not think, don't suggest,
I was
don't
gonna say
imagine.
envy. I do not envy you guys' position as going so up and close to enemies like that. It is very unhealthy, I'd say.
Ain't that the truth?
Friedrich went that way, by the way. Is going after the ship that's on the body.
Great. Are we following the compass, or what are we going to do?
I mean, he has it.
He has the compass.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Probably.
Well, there are some creatures down there, but we might as well go check it out, see what's up.
Oh,
Do
those
you
were.
think how much fertilizer that body could make?
I mean, it's probably more rock than
There is
flesh.
still some raw flesh. This is a putrid spot.
It has been calcifying.
I wonder. Aiden's
So
just.
Aiden's what?
No, Aiden's just started looking at the spot, the rotting meat and the bones, and just wonders for a moment.
Oh, it stretches for miles.
She thinks about the tree.
The tree is roughly that way.
All right. Oh, stops letting herself drift that way.
Friedrich, when you realize your friends are not with you, do you continue going towards the ship?
He would, I think he would have gotten about like 100 feet over in the direction towards it, and then he would have pulled out the piece again and like started to see if it drew him to any spot here in particular.
It begins spinning. You think something with this chaotic entity is interfering with it. You feel like you're in the right spot or the right area, but you feel like it's not going to give you a direct route.
Okay.
Like it gives you the feeling that you're near it, nearish.
All right, he'll put it away and kind of look back over in the direction of his friends. You said the portion of the ship closest to me was the what portion?
The
Stern.
stern castle.
Stern Castle. Okay.
So,
Well, it'd be the whole stern, but it.
following normal ship design, likely the captain's cabin and the helm.
It's 50-50 on whether. Oh. The Black Pearl, the captain's quarters was in the front.
Was it? I thought it was in the back.
Pretty sure it's in the front. It's either that one was in the front or the not the interceptor, but the one that blew up around him. One of those two, it's in the front.
Oh, the Dauntless?
Yeah, the Dauntless. That's it.
His no, because he was on a galleon, and the thing with those is that they have the stern castle, and then they also have like I think they call it
Forecastle.
Forecastle, yeah,
Yeah.
and the forecastle can be used as a cabin, as like a quarters as well.
And also this in the readout said it looks like a galleon.
Yeah, so yeah, it could be either one.
Yeah. But yeah, you're definitely closest to the stern by several hundred feet. And it seems like some of the fish are starting to notice you and make their way towards you. Not quickly and not directly, but they are making their way to where the four of you are grouped.
Oh, them, not me.
Company.
Yeah. These guys.
Do I know
Seems
what kind
like
of fish those are? Are they predators or?
eyes in the front. They're definitely predators.
Those things eat things, so we're probably want to move.
Friedrich, you see that some of the flying capes are starting to make their way in your direction.
Flying cape.
Are you sure it doesn't say carps?
No, it looks like a cape.
Okay.
It is a regular. That is not the name of the monster. That is what it looks like.
Flying capes. I don't know what that is.
Flying cape. Oh, it's a cloaker.
Or it's a bunch of Doctor Strange's cloaks?
Or that.
Yeah, it's Doctor Strange's cloak is coming to kill you.
or not a cloaker. Whatever those other fucking dark mantle. I don't know. Manta ray.
Dark
Astral.
mantles look like stalactites.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
As do ropers.
I'm gonna look towards the others and wave as if to follow him, and he's going to make a beeline for the stern.
All right, let's follow.
All right.
Okay. Do you go slowly so they can catch up, or do you go full speed to where you're going to get there first?
Depends on how fast the creatures trying to come to me are going.
It doesn't seem like they've detected you yet. It seems like they know something's over there. They're trying to find what the source of the noise was. So it doesn't seem like they're after. I mean, they're trailing you, but they're not after you. If that makes sense.
So then I guess I can take the chance of waiting for people to catch up.
Okay. So we'll say y'all are mostly
Very nice of
together.
you.
Scraps of golden sails dangle from the stern castle's ruined mast. 2 armored Githyanki patrol the deck and below. Silver swords at their hips.
More of those guys.
And we have the other map now. Y'all over here.
Oh. Where are we in this void?
So put yourselves down like up on the top up here.
Top? I don't know what the top is. Oh, there you go.
Gith pirates.
Yar!
Yaristic.
Darby booty and
The
mighty.
ship pieces are much further away than it looks on this map. Well, they're about twice as far for that one.
Oh, look, there's a tree
And then
right
much
there.
further there. Yeah, there's the tree. 300 feet away. Well, more than that, because y'all are actually coming from off the left side of the map.
That's part of another ship.
What the? Can't see anything.
But yeah, you put yourself down, Dylan.
Wait. Oh, okay. Now I can see.
They're the intestines, aren't they?
This map is not the official one, because this piece of the ship is in the ribs, like it's tangled up in rib bones.
There's some people in there.
But the 2 Gith are gesturing towards you.
Uh-oh.
Like they want us to come talk to them.
Or is it...
Yeah, it seems like they're saying to approach.
Are they beckoning us?
Are they back?
Yes, they are. They are beckoning you. That is the exact word that the book uses.
Perception to insight, just to make sure like we're not walking into a trap, or insight, not insight, perception. See if anybody's hiding.
Are their names
Sure,
Zla
make a
and Zlub?
perception check.
Oh Lord, shit! Someone's still hiding.
You do not currently see anyone else. You do see, well, like I said, you're approaching from the back. But this goes all the way up to the edge of the map, so it's just easier to put y'all up there. You can tell because of the ship being broken, unless they've barricaded this side that you can't see, you probably could get to the other decks without going to them. They'd see you do it, but you wouldn't have to land on the deck. But you don't see anyone else. You see these two, and you see a tree 300 feet away. And the giant body that is the landmass the ship is on.
Plan, boss.
They both make their way up to the gun wall.
She seems nice, friendly.
That's a pirate outfit if I'd ever seen one.
Zla beckons. I approach.
Our mateys.
The one on the right would speak in what seems to be common. Well, what seems to be your native language, because I think that's how tongues works.
That is how tongues work.
So you all hear it in the common of where you came from, instead of the all common. What business do you have here? We didn't see any other shipwrecks happen. What brings you to the Lambent Zenith?
What was the name of the place?
Lambent Zenith?
Xena.
Lambent Zenith. Let me double check the spelling. There we go.
They're Lambent!
Hmm.
While we're looking for something, might not be here, probably isn't here, but saw the ship and was curious.
And did your vessel make it here intact?
Meave will kind of
We've been marooned here for...
Meave will kind of turn around and kind of reach around and like jiggle the cord.
You reach around to do that. There's no cord there.
For
Start-
any of us?
Meave starts circling.
Oh no.
Um,
We're dead, aren't we?
Vant, where's my cord?
What happened?
Bucky just phases in. me know where cord is. I took it.
Me,
Pull all
cord.
of them.
Back of my head.
I am the cord.
Yeah, Bucky just has 5 cords coming out of his back now. No.
I don't know.
Then you can make an Arcana check if you want.
Might be something related with the place they're in.
I'll help. I'll help. Take advantage.
Since this place was chaotic now.
Yeah, advantage. That's fine.
Shall do so.
20. That shouldn't happen, but there's
Yeah.
two options you can think of. Either, like when you would go through a portal out of here to another plane, your body has been pulled through and you are one again. Or maybe this place is just hiding it somehow. Something with the chaotic magic of the dying god.
Yeah, I figured maybe it's something to do with the proximity with the god that we're currently at. Maybe it will reappear once we move far away from it. I'm not
Do
exactly
you want me
sure.
to test that?
I don't see really any point.
I mean, that's over 800 feet up.
Yeah.
Did you... Pulling at your backs. You came here in astral cells.
Yes, exactly.
Well... I don't be seeing the cords anymore, if they are there.
But they should be. Something's hiding them. I'm not sure what. Though I'd say that with some folks that we found and I point over to the swords, it might be a good idea to not have those just hanging around like that.
They're on their hips. They're not drawn.
I know. I'm just mentioning it.
We won't be disarming ourselves with how often the monsters attack.
I'm not
Yeah,
asking
don't
you
blame
to.
you.
Okay, I
Just-
misunderstood what you were saying. Sorry.
No, I just mentioned with people hanging around with that kind of shit, it might be good to have it hidden. So who knows where he went?
Right.
It's actually beneficial somewhat.
What are you looking for? Perhaps we can help you.
Don't say shit, mean.
Yeah, mentally say that to him.
Did you recast the spell?
I don't think so.
It's been like 8 hours since you got to the astral sea.
I'll just place a hand on Neve's shoulder, like that sort of mom level of silence child.
Well, we are looking for some sort of item. Though I'm assuming that you guys might know everything there is to know about this area, given that you said that you've been here a while, perhaps?
Our ship came under attack and was pulled down.
For pirates.
Quite a while.
Pulled down?
Pulled down.
What attacked it?
Was it the verdant branch?
They would look at each other, and he would say to the other one, yeah, that'd be the name of the ship that Davros came from, isn't it? And she would say something back in Gith. No, that ship was attacked just a few after we ourselves crashed here. It's one of the lifeboats made it off and crashed way over there.
Ah, must be this bit then. Ah,
And he'd point to where you can see. Now that you're low, you can't see as far, but like 300 feet that way, where you saw the next section of the ship.
We saw its debris field up there.
Yes, it was attacked by pirates. As were we, but that isn't why it caused the ship to crash.
Was the pirate still around here?
Would you say, are the pirates still around?
Yeah.
Haven't seen them in... Must be a... What do Gith use for time tracking?
Fuck if I know.
How number of rests? Sure. Do Gith sleep? Does anyone know?
Probably.
They probably have to.
They do sleep, yes.
Okay. Haven't seen them. Haven't seen any sign of them. About seven rests, 7 sleeps. Uh,
We're not connected by mind anymore, are we?
No.
No.
Nope.
Damn.
How about this ship of yours? Why can it not move anymore? Is it the helm that broke?
Did this-
The Spelljammer helm?
Yeah, well, did the
broken
pirates
3 places.
do this do something to the spelljammer helm that caused it to stop keeping it up?
No, they never made it on board. Something with this blasted place interfered with the magic of the ship. And they've decided that y'all aren't here to kill them. The sun. Go get Ilrin. Let him know we have new guests. She'll go down the stairs.
Let's do it then.
And the fish are starting to come this way. Come down on the deck, if you don't mind. Wait for Ilrin to get up here before you go under, though. He'll be wanting to talk to ye.
We will go up and inspect the helm.
There's no sign of a helm up here. That's just a steering wheel.
Just the wheel. Fuck.
But to answer that question,
I'm gonna try one more time to perception check once thing is over.
okay. So yes, what? Okay. Because Meave asked what caused it, what interfered with the spell jamming helm. So Bucky would come down here with it. You perceiving Friedrich came down?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you roll and I just don't see it, Avery?
I didn't roll it. Sorry. Lord. Again?
You see no signs of other people than the ones already mentioned. Actually, you hear some movement downstairs, but he did just send the other one to go get someone named Ilrin.
All right.
So that's probably to be expected.
I'll... Yeah.
The Lambent Zenith was, her mission came to an end about a month ago. When it fell into this dying god. Something with the fancy magic stuff in the prow. Messed up when we got over top of this thing. It broke up and fell here. And for why it can't fly now, he looks to Vint. It's in at least 3 pieces. Not very, very movable. I haven't been to the helm myself, but with how much stuff was damaged here, it's a good chance it was damaged as well.
That makes sense. And you guys been here for how long? For the month? For the entire month?
About a month, I think.
Have you been looking around the area? Have you found anything interesting?
The denizens here don't care much for people going out on the body.
Hmm.
And there's a few of us that are able to teleport, but it's not very safe to do that on this body.
It doesn't seem like it's safe now.
Any teleporting magic or anything like that seems to be corrupted. But Illirin will be able to tell you more. He's acting as commander of the survivors here.
All right.
Haven't heard from our captain since the ship broke up.
Who was your captain?
Inda. If she survived, she's probably still in the forecastle, but since we haven't seen her, he looks a bit sad. I'm guessing that she didn't make.
Well, we'll be hanging around here for a little bit until we find what we're looking for. If we see her, we'll let you know.
Lasan would come back up with this gentleman.
It's a GIF.
A hippo-headed humanoid in a very loud military uniform.
Huh?
Whoa.
Which Neve would definitely recognize as a GIF or GIF, whichever one he would call it.
Oh, it's a
Me realizing that it is a common name that is very argued about.
it's a sir, what is your preferred name for your species? Because I know what you are.
Well-
I just don't want to say the wrong one.
Well, I'm a GIF, of course.
GIF. Okay. Yes. GIF.
No, you're wrong. You're a GIF.
Friedrich has no way of knowing about this.
No.
There's a chance for like Vint because of spell jamming does exist on Earth. So it's up to him.
It's up to me.
It's up to you if you know what a GIF/GIF is.
What?
Because spell jamming does exist on Greyhawk, so it's possible you've seen one.
Me personally, I kind of know what they are. They are
Hippo
I can
people
tell.
from space.
Yeah, just hippo people from space. They have a very what is it, like a militaristic kind of civilization? And very-
Militaristic, but also they like to very industrial. They control a bunch of the trade routes as well.
They very much love explosives and black powder. So I guess they would be very they're very like you, Aiden, in that sense. They love guns and that shit.
Well, he'd come up. These two would still be watching the stairs that y'all don't dash down them, but he'll come up the. Oh, he'll first go to Friedrich because you're closest. Ilrin is my name. I'm acting leader.
Is my game.
Acting leader here since the first mate fell ill.
Fell ill. With what?
Yeah.
What does he have?
Ligma.
Oh, no, not Ligma.
No, it's Sigma.
I don't think it's even worse.
We're not entirely sure, but he's ever since he fell ill, he's locked himself in a room. Not taking visitors, doesn't want to get anyone else sick.
Does that make sense?
If you think it would be all right, I could check on him. I do have medical experience.
I mean, he doesn't seem like he wants to be checked on.
I think it's
Sure.
I think it's put him in a bit of a what's the word for
Funk.
no, but like where you know, like sometimes you're sick and it makes you kind of loopy, like not loopy, but
Like a stupor kind of thing? Delirium?
yeah, delirium. That's a good word. It's brought on a sort of delirium. Doesn't really want to see anyone either. I've been able to get a few good answers out of him for what he thinks should be done, but most of the time it's better just to leave him alone and let him rest.
If you don't mind me asking, coming down the stairway, how long has he been delirious?
5 or 6 cycles.
I'll just sort of glance over at Ven and look over at him. With your permission, I would very much like to at least try and check on him. He might not have much time.
You asking my permission?
Usually delirium isn't a very good sign. Just saying.
You don't have to ask my permission. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, she glances at you, but then she looks at the acting captain when she says, with your
Ah,
permission.
okay.
If he'll allow you in, I suppose there's no harm. Though, if he doesn't, I'd prefer you don't trouble him too much. Doesn't need any extra stress, I don't think.
Sure thing.
We're
What
merely
was his
trying to
name?
help.
This guy or the first mate?
The first mate.
Now that we've sat down, I just want to quickly check to see if I'm able to rise up off the ground, just in case.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'll land back down on the ground. Well, the jack.
And I'd say he flies up there when he goes to shake y'all's hands. Because it's not a thing about being astral that lets you fly here.
Ah, yes,
Just
that's
anyone
right.
can do it.
Yep.
But is that the extent of the people around here? Just the three of you and the fella who's sick?
So the guy that's the first mate's name is Figaro.
The sick guy.
Figaro.
So there's the 3 here. There's him. They already mentioned someone named Davros who came from the Vernet Branch. No, all in all, on at this camp, there's there's 11 of us. There was 12, but Sirit went off trying to explore the other pieces of the ship and see if there's any other survivors. Haven't heard back from her yet.
Okay.
Well, I have some. I need to go speak with some of the others here. You're free to come and go as you please, though. Do note it's quite dangerous out there. The cloakers have been attacking a lot, it seems.
Thanks for the heads up.
He'll
Meave will look
Go
at
back
the
under.
two Githyanki. Like, we saw some of your kin up above a few hours ago. They were chasing some cake.
They look at you very confused.
It's true. They were.
Hold on. Oh, I mean cake. Though I think that's some kind of cake.
Perhaps she lucked out then. Most of our kin aren't so quick to leave people that happen upon them alone. Them being after, and he would say something that translates because of tongues. Them being after mind flayers
Oh.
probably got them to leave you alone.
Oh.
Or no, they would say it would be Illithid is what it comes through as.
Those things.
Would you even have heard of those?
Let me.
I imagine bordering
keep
the
the-
Underdark. Meave definitely has heard of them.
Yeah, you have, and they spell jam.
Yeah.
So I keep the wikis for all of y'all's places open.
It's a good thing we were not
So there is-
earlier.
Illithid was... Yeah, you would have heard of Illithid, Aiden. You have never seen one, but you have heard stories. Friedrich, you know that there is apparently a domain of dread ruled by those people. You know nothing about them.
Yikes.
And I feel like I don't even have to look it up. I'm almost positive mind flayers exist on Earth.
Very likely.
They're one of the monsters.
One of the big ones.
you've also heard of them. That they first appeared in 1975. Yes.
They were on foot. Meave kind of does quotations with their fingers. So if these mind flayers were on one of their nautiloids, I don't know how they're going to catch it.
If they were on foot, I'd imagine. No, if they were without a ship, I'd imagine the Geich were as well.
That's a good point.
But that's not what our mission here is about, so hopefully they find.
Okay.
I feel like even... Never. Y'all are free to go under deck if you want, or
Yeah, there's
try
a
to
way
get to
go
the
in,
next
like
section.
through here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these steps go down. Both of these.
Aiden's going down to see the
I'll
sick
take a
guy.
look around.
And Meave will kind of wander around, check things out, see if, just kind of see how much this
stern of the Spelljammer differs from the one that they're used to.
Yeah, so this being a galleon, picture kind of like if you've ever seen Treasure Planet, picture kind of like that ship.
Yeah.
Where yours would have been much less fancy. Yours would have been stone. You don't see where a giant mushroom would have grown.
With mycelial tendrils growing throughout the ship.
Yep. So as you come down here,
This is probably why
You
it
see
broke
where this-
apart. It's made of wood, not stone.
Though to be fair, ours
Um,
also broke apart.
you see some of the ribs and also the calcifying guts of the giant creature coming through here. You see 2 doors. You also see where the stairs continue down yet again.
Let's see what's in here.
I should kind of go up to some of the guts and like reach out
Sorry.
and touch it and give it a taste.
Okay. So for opening that door vent,
Asleep.
this room is plain yet inviting. 5 sailors lounge in cramped bunks and colorful hammocks strung from the ceiling.
Are they sleeping?
No, they would not be sleeping. They're just kind of there'd be 2 of them that are sleeping and 3 of them that are sitting there talking. And when you open the door, they turn and look at you.
Hello. Am I just taking and looking around? Sorry if I disturbed you guys. Yeah, they turn around. Sorry if I disturbed you.
Do you crash here as well?
No, we're just visiting, looking for something. You can consider us tourists, I guess.
Are you here for business or pleasure?
Very much pleasure.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about some sort of magical artifacts around this area, would you?
They kind of like look at each other. Nothing like that I know of. The captain had a fancy sword, one of them would say.
That could be it, but I heard your captain is missing.
I haven't heard from her since the crash.
Yeah, oh, sorry to hear.
Sad to see the mission of the ship go. One of them's go out like this. One of them pipes up.
It's not looking very good, is it? Well,
No.
sorry to disturb you guys. I'll let you all go back to your talk, and I just slowly close the door.
Okay.
They were planning a mutiny.
They're planning to kill. So the captain's missing. The first mate is sick. So who are they planning to mutiny against? The hippo?
The quartermaster, yeah.
Oh no, he's not even the quartermaster. He
What is he?
he's
Some-
the acting leader. I don't know
No,
who the
he-
quartermaster. The 2 up top are the bosuns.
So the quartermaster is also missing.
I think, what is it? What does it go? It goes captain, first mate, and then quartermaster, then bosun.
Technically,
In terms of,
quartermaster
like-
is just as important as the captain. Because
The quartermaster. I thought quartermaster's just as important as first mate. I'll have to watch the CGP Grey videos.
I mean, that's
again.
specifically for pirates. This might not be pirates.
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
that,
just like-
that guy was dressed like a.
I'll knock on this door instead of going in because I learned my lesson.
You hear a come in.
Hello?
As you open this door, and I know it's late, so we'll end soon.
He just rushes in.
No, I was
Empty,
gonna just-
empty wooden tables and chairs fill the mess hall. In the corner, an elven man plays a game of cards.
By himself? Is he playing solitaire?
He seems to be playing solitaire.
No.
He's at least playing solitarily.
True.
You're new here? Or are you from one of the other pieces of the ship? Did they
no,
find more survivors?
No, we are just travelers. We're looking for something. Sorry, you are?
I'm Davros.
Oh, that's one of the names the guy said.
I was hoping that Sirat had found you, and that's where you had came from.
You're the guy from the other ship, the Verdant Branch, right?
Yes. Yes.
We found your ship. It's a grim sight.
Yes, we were attacked by space pirates. Me and my best friend escaped on a lifeboat. But when our lifeboat crashed into a piece of the ship, I was the only one to survive. I had to outrun the raiders that were chasing me.
So you're not with these guys.
And I am now.
No,
They-
not originally, you mean.
No, but they were very good and took me in here.
Where's your friend?
Normally I play cards with Sirat, but ever since she disappeared,
Yeah, you also mentioned that name, right? The gift.
yeah,
They're the one that went to the.
yeah. Ilrin said that she went to try to find other survivors on the other ship fragments.
A month, and now you guys are looking for survivors. That seems odd to me.
Well, I've only been here a little over a week, but
No.
from what they say, they had sent out many parties to begin with, but it didn't go well for them.
There's a lot of a very aggressive fauna around, I guess.
Yes, so better to preserve what few people they still had left from the ship. The
Did she go
memorial
with more
down. I'm sorry?
people? Did she go search for survivors with more people, or did she go alone?
They say she went alone,
Seems odd.
though I'm not so sure she would have done that. Surely she would have told me before she would have gone off like that.
Would you happen to know if if there is some kind of artifact around this area, some kind of magical artifact? Have you heard any stories about that at all? Perhaps something you might know about before your crash or anything of the sort?
Paranoia is the word I was thinking of earlier, not delirium.
Paranoia.
Um,
Paranoia would be different.
No, I know that I know that the first mate locked himself in his room. Seemed he's sick, is what I was told. But seems really paranoid. Won't hardly speak to anyone that comes down there.
You might know something about it, maybe.
And he'll look around. Would you mind coming closer and closing the door?
They're cannibals.
Sure. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, what's up?
You're new here. You should know that the first mate didn't start acting that way until shortly after Ilrin showed up.
Wait, was he not originally from here either?
No,
From the
he's
group?
only been here around a week or so. He came here a few days after I did. When the first mate Figaro took ill, he became the leader by lack of anyone else that wanted it.
Hmm.
But it was just really odd. As we already said, I wasn't part of the crew here, but Figaro was always very level-headed and treated me as one of his own. Then the sickness came on out of nowhere shortly after Ilrin arrived.
You think he might be behind something? Something gnarly?
I don't know. I tried to go down there and talk to him through the door, but he put up some invisible wall that you can't even touch the door.
I hate insight. I hate it.
What is that insight thing about?
Hmm?
I didn't see when Avery sent that.
No, she.
What are you
I
inside?
sent it
Sent it.
when I sent it while he was talking about the state Figaro is in its relation to the GIF.
Also,
okay.
I have only 1 point in insight.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the first mate, to be honest with you. But that happened, and now see it disappearing like that without saying anything first.
Well, thank you for the information. See what we can do about it. And I'll let you know if we find this Sirit fella.
If you do, she's a halfling priest.
Should be very easy to, locate if we see her.
Identify.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're
Identify. Not good connotations.
Is there somebody else in here? Maybe behind those doors?
Yes. The second mate. Second mate's in the cooking, I believe. Tessera.
All right. Thank you for the info. I'll be keeping a lookout.
Thank you.
You guys have found some stuff, but there's someone else back there that I'm gonna talk to. All right.
And I think we'll call it there because it is 12:20.
But what does
Yeah.
havoc taste like?
Oh yeah, you went and you find the non-stone part. It's still pretty hard.
You put your feet to it.
You
I scoop a handful of it and I just wrap it in my silly little tendrils.
yeah, when you do that, you
You absorb his godly powers and become a god yourself.
take 7 points of force damage.
Oof.
I take 7 points of okay.
Are that?
Yeah, as you
Like
get
all
some
of
of
us?
the blood in there. No, just him.
Oh, okay.
It's like as soon as you contact some of the more the congealed blood,
Mm,
that kind of seeps out when you scoop it out.
has a bit of a punch.
Is that what they called spicy?
So that's what plushies call spicy. Or softies, I mean.
Perfect. So we got 5,400 experience, right?
What are those guys worth?
Aiden just fucking domes the boy, the hippo.
No, the first mate, not the.
Yeah, Figaro.
Oh, the first, yeah.
Yeah.
My brain just went, guy in charge, first mate.
They will see what the second one has to say too. Maybe she knows what the thing is. Maybe someone does.
You all get 1,950 XP.
1,900 and what?
1,950 XP.
1950.
The year was 1950. I knew the times were changing. And fast.
3,400 more.
Obi.
We're so close, yet so far.
And just think if you would have killed all those Gith.
That is true.
I mean, if they landed a crit on any of us, we were dead.
Well, I mean, you gotta take chances.
High risk, high reward. But if the risk is too high, don't risk it.
Or if you would have gone after that thing that was roaring in the distance.
I have work in the morning, so good night. Thank you for the game. See y'all later.
Night.